Get on
Get
up.
down on it. Get on up. Get down on it.
Do the urban.
Get down on it. Sit down on it. Hi, everybody.
What he said.
I'm in the dark as fuck. We just got demonetized. First 2 seconds of the show. So, how's it going, Ian, buddy, dude?
Oh, it's going.
Uh-huh.
I'm here.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you at least have that base level of it's going, right?
I guess so. For those of you
I'm
who,
here. You've talked to me. So, still
Kinda.
alive.
For those of you who can't tell, I'm in the dark, and behind me I have my dog, but he's black, so you're not gonna be able to see him even with the lights on. I showed Ian, and it's basically impossible.
No, it's like it's so dark. It's like it's easier to see him with all the lights off because you can see it's like blacker than black.
Yeah. Yeah. I got up, and Ian thought it was just some clothes or something.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And oh yeah, we have. I was saying to Frank, for some reason I noticed you have a door there, and he said it's probably because I have it open this time, and
Yeah.
it's like better hope your wife doesn't walk through there like naked or something, you know.
That's why it's usually closed, dog. No.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Hopefully she doesn't tonight since you got it open.
Oh, Ian. Anyway, dog. So what's new with the Ian stir?
What's new?
Yeah.
Well,
Uh-huh.
let me get some shit here.
Good some shit.
Yeah. I sent you a picture, but for folks here that don't know, I decided to take apart and paint some of my PC fans that were all black, and I decided to paint like the blades white so they'll illuminate, because I'll probably either put those Fantex RGB rings on them, or if I can't get that to work with my motherboard, or well, I mean, I know it either way, if it's addressable or not, I'm not going to be able to, it's not going to plug directly into motherboards, but so I'll either have to use some kind of adapter off my power supply, like with like a remote, or like I said, I could probably use my Wi-Fi module, which I still have yet to play with.
There you go.
But I'm gonna so I can make my own by doing like making a rig with the LED strip, and I was thinking about basically just printing out the frame, because that's what the plastic version of Fantex is basically, just a plastic ring, right?
Yeah. With
That's
the LED thing
version
behind it. Yeah. I mean,
everybody's saying just get the plastic one. There's no point in getting the metal one.
Right, the metal one. The only thing is you get the adapter to plug it into the 5050. Otherwise, it's just the snap plastic connector. You know what I'm saying? Like if you want to daisy chain them together.
Yeah.
Versus the LUX Lux edition, that comes with the cable with the 5050 style plug. See, I ordered, spoiler alert, I ordered a set of the combo LED strips that come with, they're supposed to come with the 5050 adapter cable. So I already ordered a Fantex Halos, and hopefully I got the cheap editions like you were talking about. So hopefully I get those cables. If not, I'll have to dick around.
You said so. You ordered some strips. What did they? Where are they? Just like magnetic or something?
Yes. Yes.
And you said they're 50-50 or addressable?
I think they're 50-50. Hold on, let me pull it up while I talk to you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking about in the future messing around because the addressable strips are pretty cheap if you just get the ones that you could cut into sections.
Mm-hmm.
And like dicking around seeing if I get those little Arduino things are pretty cheap and doing some basic soldering and dickering around.
Right.
Because I said it's a very basic amount of code, and basically you could just get the source code on like GitHub or whatever.
Get on up.
Get on up. But yeah, here's the fans that turned out pretty good because I took it apart. I think nice gloss white. And so yeah, there it is spinning. And then I haven't put this one back together yet, but this is basically what it looks like when it's off there.
Did you just use regular spray paint, or did you use like Fusion or something?
Well, I used I just used regular spray paint, but I took, I was serious with the surface prep, so it turned out pretty good. Like I was sanding and cleaned it off with some, like isopropyl alcohol and stuff, and just like was very careful with it. So it turned out pretty good to use some white primer and then a bunch of clear coats. It took me like all night basically to do like 3 of these just because of all the prep and sanding and like I think I did like 4 or 5 coats of the white and then a few coats of the clear. So it's like going a lot of going back and forth painting,
Gotcha.
So I'm doing that, and then I thought I'd dick around with by the way, I broke one of the fans, which
no,
because I'd just be trying to figure out how you get it out of there. And I guess I don't know if you saw Jay's video recently where he was doing like his white and gold build to match the new Titans.
Mm-hmm.
And he broke some of the fans because he wasn't sure how to get it out. So
right.
I was like, I just did that.
You're like your hero.
Right.
I actually I saw it when he's like white and gold. I was like, oh, like that GFF build. I think that's who it was. I'll show you who I'm talking about real quick.
Yeah. Demonetized.
Fucking unskippable ads. Hold on. Yeah, grow your business. Yeah. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. I don't know why. Like, shit always defaults. What is this? Like, yeah, 480. No, dog. 4K, dog.
And Frank's machine is like, brr.
Brr, 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 brr. Where the hell is it? Because there's a video that's literally just like him building a thing in time lapse. But of course, I can't find that one.
This isn't it.
Nah, this is just him. Well, this is a review of the case that happens to be that build. Get the shit up. There we go. Yeah, look at that
okay.
shit. Granted, that's an S2. What was the one that Jay had, an R6?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
They're basically the same case. There's a few slight differences, but I mean, like, All this guy did was put like a vinyl or whatever, in the front and the Fractal logo, and then just a bunch of gold hardware, and it looked pretty dope.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you think about the vinyl stuff? Sometimes it kind of makes me feel like it's kind of like tacky, you know? 'Cause it's not
Oh,
like really that, like I mean it's on there pretty good, but doesn't it like the sides get like frailed a little bit, or something?
I mean, for what, like a vinyl wrap for a computer?
Yeah.
I mean, what, are you carrying the shit under your arm, dog? I don't.
No, but I mean just like it feels cheaper than if you painted it, and did something more permanent, I guess.
Well, I mean, you can change your fucking mind.
But
So,
anyways, like I was saying, this since I broke the one fan, and I'm really trying to save money for what I want to buy next for my computer, which we'll talk about in a little bit.
uh-huh.
Is I decided to use one of my clear fans that just had some basic blue LEDs. So uh, I'm gonna be painting the fan blades white, and then I'll have to paint this black. It's fogged up right now because like I sanded it down and prepped it and stuff. So,
Right.
but the wires came undone from the soldering on there, so like I had to cut like a little notch to get to it so I could solder it. And I just thought I could use one of the other ones that I had that uh where it wasn't, like the wires didn't like come off or whatever, but I thought this would be a good chance to try to like put my own little connector on there. And cuz I decided I was going to put it like right there, like a
Mm-hmm.
little flat connector, like 3-pin or whatever. And it's like that's how I think they should do with computer fans, is just like most everything, is make it more modular, because I'm gonna do that and then make my own, like custom sleeved extension for, because it's like, yeah, when you have computer fans, usually a lot of times you're messing with the fan and the case and stuff, and it's like they really should make that more modular, because a lot of times you end up breaking it on accident or something. You have guys with that are like sort of like manhandle it more like Frank, because they're used to dealing with cars.
Right. Move. Whoops. I need a new one of them. So, what else you been up to?
um, well, we were talking. I guess that's it. That will be a good segue for what you've been up to. I've been looking around at RAM prices the other day, because I want to get a kit of, like, to populate my other 32 gigs, like the other two slots I have. And I was gonna do about, and I'll have 64, and I was gonna do a two 16s. Probably gonna do a 3000.
Oh.
And yeah, me and you were talking about all that stuff.
Yeah.
Frank, for those of you that don't know, Frank wants to populate all of his slots, his 8 slots.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess you're worried about the compatibility with 16 gig sticks for the Ryzen, even though I'm sure it's out there. And I mean,
Well,
I've linked you to like a
yeah.
couple, but
Well, okay. 16 gig sticks, preferably cat latency 14 is going to be one thing. That right there is okay. That's retarded expensive. Second, 8 sticks of 16 gig will either cost me an arm and a leg, take forever, and it's 120 something gig. I don't need that.
you don't think you'll ever need that?
That's like having 2 browser windows for Chrome open.
Wasn't that kind of like the point of getting the Threadripper? This is a Threadripper build. It's already ridiculous.
Well, okay. It's actually ridiculous because, see, to run at a higher frequency, you got to have either like faster RAM or less DIMMs. It doesn't make sense to populate it with the heavy duty DIMMs, basically. Like, it's kind of a waste of money from what I've read. And like, because to get 16 gig sticks is expensive enough. But like I said, I want to do cast latency 14 because that will be the best performance and also the most fucking money. So, like,
well, like I was telling you, you could always buy less now and just fill it with dummy RGB if you wanted.
Nah, that's stupid.
You don't think you would ever do the dummy RAM?
No, that's just more shit I gotta keep track of when I go, is this real?
Well, I mean, also you have to. I don't think that does.
V-Skill doesn't do it. Corsair does.
V-Skill, they don't do that. Yeah.
No, like Gigabyte does, which I don't even know if Gigabyte RAM is compatible. So Corsair RAM is like, well, for one, I'd have the old Vengeance, not the Pro, the new, the new version, but the old Vengeance, you can run with you can control it with the Asus Aura software. The new shit, oh no, that's straight up Corsair. So, yeah. Sort by lowest price. I don't know why. Oh, there we go. Application. Yeah, see if I do lowest price, 2 8 gig sticks is $200 damn.
What?
For cast latency 14 is what I'm talking about. I'm thinking that's what this is. That's why I searched. Hold on.
What's the difference between the 14 and the 15? Is it like a lot faster then?
14 is what everyone shoots for. That's why it's so goddamn expensive. I mean, this is only 3,000 speed. This isn't even 3,200.
Yeah.
It's just because it's not timing, which is it's the latency timing. There's like a whole chart and bullshit. I'm not as good as explaining the difference between cast latency and megahertz and all that, because your latency, from what I understand, if you get fast enough RAM, it can kind of even out. Like Wendell did a whole video on it because he overclocked 24 megahertz RAM that had lower latency to run faster, but I don't understand it. So I figure I'll just go ahead.
Couldn't you do like the save money? Couldn't you just get like the 3,000 and then, because 200 megahertz overclock on RAM isn't that much, is it?
I have no fucking idea.
I mean, I was looking briefly in my BIOS, and it seems I saw some of the settings for this stuff, and it seems like as long as I follow directions, it would be pretty easy to overclock and change that shit.
Well, see, there's in XMP settings and stuff, there's ways to change it and tweak stuff. Now, I was looking, because I told you before, I was looking for specifically stuff that would work with Trident Z, or sorry, with Threadripper. This one here says, says X399, whatever, but compatible with DDR4. Okay, yeah, sure. This item number is not on my QVL list, which we discussed.
That's the one is that the one I linked you?
No, I don't think. I don't know.
I thought I linked you to like a 3200 one.
Same. They're all fucking rainbows. I can't tell, but anyway. So if you go to the reviews, which is why I'm bringing this one up, I don't want to write a review. God damn it! I want to read the reviews. Stupid thing. Click.
Well, yeah, that was the whole thing. Is you wanted it to be on your QVL list.
Well, see, okay, hold on, dog. I'm getting there. Because everyone's like, just throw that in the fucking trash. Who cares about the QVL list? Okay, there's a reason the vendor wastes time testing RAM. So, okay, get the advertised out the ass, compatible with whatever. Even says on the fucking box, compatible with Ryzen Threadripper. Okay, well, if you read the reviews, some people, sure. And this one guy, can't recognize all memory when plugged in. Won't boot at all with 8 sticks. And what board do they have? One of them, the guy had a Tai Chi board, and he says, yeah, not with my board, it's not. So Like this guy has a Zenith Extreme, so I think mine will work because mine's an Asus as well, but I don't know. The Gigabyte board works. What's this one? Performance runs as spec, but XME profile needs to be turned on and manually tuned to 3200 on the ASRock Tai Chi. Not optimized. Blah blah blah. So, and that's one that.
How much is that?
This one is $479.
Oh damn! What?
Yeah.
You're looking.
No, like I'm right now. I'm kind of leaning towards a set that's not even six. Like I looked at the 16 latency because that's what you usually get. It's when you're looking at it because it's cheaper.
Well, the shit I linked you at was, it was a 3200, and it was, it said X399, and that shit was $50 cheaper than what you had. Or no, I think no, that's right. That I linked you the 2x16, but then you were, even though it said X399, you were still iffy about the 16.
Right. There's a set that, like I said, was on 3 or 4 different guys' build lists. Like this here is 259 and it's only 2400, which you can overclock it, whatever. And sure. And like I said, even if you look at like the bundle deals that Newegg bundles, they bundle this what is it, 1950X with this stuff. I clicked it. Hello. Just go to the page just for that shit, please. Oh, fuck you. So if you go to the page for the RAM by itself and you read the reviews, which there are 200 and something of them, there are people that say, no, doesn't run at clock speed, which you gotta, the thing is, the idiots out there are usually the loudest. So you'll see 900, reviews and 400, 50 of them will be the same person saying that the shit doesn't work because they didn't bother to check their QVL list.
Actually, a lot of times I've been noticing I look for the negative reviews if I'm kind of iffy about getting something,
Some guys will even answer like your question. They're like, okay, guys, if you're going to do this, don't fuck with this, get this. You're like, oh.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it's kind of like the whole crutch. It comes down to the fact that, Frank, you want to be able to get this now and know that you're not going to have to return it, basically.
Yeah, because, well, like you and I read one review. The guy bought it and he didn't build for a month and, 30-day return policy, or it died within a month and can't do anything. Well, then I'm out $300+. And then I got to buy a new set anyway because I still want to use the computer. So I don't want to buy it, wait for this shit to come to me, find out it's not going to work, have to troubleshoot, because that's what you do. If you got a fucking problem, you don't just return it. You dick around with it for an entire day to get it working. And I don't want to do all that. And I'd rather just get something on the QVL list or get something that is in the reviews. People have said they use, and it works. So
yeah, I mean, that's the safe way of doing it. The only other thing I could say is just have the RAM be the last thing you build, and when you get the RAM, then you can start on and test it.
Well, see. My thing right now is I'm down to the 3 most expensive components of my build, because
RAM, processor, GPU.
Yes, because they can all fluctuate like a motherfucker, and I don't know when, but I have build lists. When I see something is reasonable enough, I'm gonna hop on it. Like I was telling Ian today, I bought these Fantech strips here. Ooh. So they're wrapped in silicone and have magnets embedded into them. See what I was saying about the the way that they end? You wouldn't. The guy's like, one of the reviews I saw for the Halos, the guy's like, guys, if you just buy the cheapo plastic and halos, these are not going to stick to your motherboard. These will fall the hell off. But as you can see here, I think this cable here is your extension onto your motherboard, which now that I look at it, I think it only has one. So I might have to get another one for my, because I have two headers on my motherboard for RGB. So I've got the strips. I also ordered a bunch of halos. And of course, they're not showing up here. Do they show up as a bought with or people also bought? Yeah, of course. Oh, well, Halo. Yeah, I think this is the one I bought. Yeah, I bought 4 of these, one for each fan. But I probably should have got the Lux version for one of them, just so I'd have another plug. Because Amazon has one that's like it's all an add-on item for $2, so you can throw it in your cart if you have other stuff. But like some of the reviews are like, not as pictured, didn't help at all, not what I needed. And I'm like, well, god damn it, show me a picture of what you got.
Yeah, I mean, if the connector isn't that good, I'll just do my own or whatever, you know. But Frank, the only other thing that I could think of is if if you get your CPU and then you do your RAM, you could always pull your GPU from your other computer to at least test it.
Well, yeah, I can, but I don't want to fucking do that.
You don't want to have to, but
well, I tore my fucking PCIe slot from my motherboard last time I had to remove my GPU. I'd rather not have to do that shit.
Yeah, I understand. I'm just trying to think of ways, like where at least you'll be okay,
Well, yeah, I don't know. Because this is, in the picture here, see the top cable just connects to your 12-volt RGB.
Yeah.
Because the addressable is only 5-volt, right?
I think so.
Because, well, it'd be 4-pin, because you got the 12-volt, then you got the BRG. So, I don't know. But like I said, I was looking at this, like, okay. And then the reviews, like one guy's like, oh no, they use the wrong shit because they give a fucking wiring diagram. And I'm like, I don't know, dude. I'm not tearing anything apart and resoldering wires. I'm not. So
Frank doesn't want to do that.
Nah, dog. I'm not doing that shit. My eyes ain't that good.
Why is that either? That's why I use a magnifier app on my phone.
Yeah, I ain't doing none of that shit. But so I bought myself some cables, some strips. I bought a fan because my case only came with 3, and I realized that that's 2 in the front and 1 in the back, so I need another one for the front.
Oh, your case did come with some strips, huh?
Came with fans.
Oh, fans. Yeah.
Fans, dog. Fans.
How many strips? Did that come with 4 strips for you, or what you just bought here?
Well, nah, look at the picture. Hold on. Yeah.
Oh, it's just 2.
Yeah, it's just 2. That's all I need. I have a header on the top, a header on the bottom, and you can daisy chain Fantex products together, apparently. So I'm planning on daisy chaining the strip to the halos, but we'll see.
Yeah, it says 4-pin connector, the 12-volt RG and B. Yeah, so it should be able to work with, like anything, and depending on the connection, like the connection shape, I guess. See, that's the thing is a lot of companies like to make. It's the same type of signals, except the company likes to make their own shape, you know, a lot of times.
They just want to be proprietary and, keep you from the one comment was like, oh, be careful, DIYers. I'm like, fuck.
Watch your money.
Right. So I'm just going to have to see what I can do now. Because like I said, I looked at the Gile, whatever, super loose or Luce RAM, which is, yeah, it's RGB. Yeah, it's 3000. Even I think it might, no, yeah, that's 32, but still, like, if you do like 3200, what's the cast latency? Does it say? Yeah, 16. So it's 16, and I don't know if you'll. I didn't read any reviews. It's like the G Skill kits I was looking at. There are actual reviews of people who are like, oh yeah, I got 3200 on, an X399 board. I'm like, well, that's all I'm worried about. This I have no fucking clue. I'm not paying a premium, $30 more a set, and then get it and can only run not even 3000. That's stupid. So hold on just a second. I'm gonna take my hoodie off. I'm hot. Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back. Are you there?
So, yeah, I'm here. So Frank's thinking about going with the Gale Force RGB wins.
Nah.
I don't know where I was going with that.
Yeah, I don't either. But I ordered some from Amazon and I ordered some from Newegg. Because here's the thing, kids out there building your own computer for the first time. You don't gotta buy all the shit from the same people. Get it wherever it's cheapest, on sale, on discount.
Not just buy everything from Walmart.
Except, don't get a gaming computer from there. You get one stick of RAM.
Well, it says gaming.
Right. Gaming with a Y.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just... It all looks the damn same. It's rainbow fucking... Oh, look at this. It's $600. Why the hell is this so fucking high now that I look at it? Oh, it's 4,100, 4,200. Jesus.
Also, you gotta be careful too. You can't 100% rely, I don't think, on those combo deals, because a lot of times isn't that shit like just, like they're placed together just on like an automated system or something?
I don't know, dog. Like, I was looking, my board has 2 QVL lists. I told Ian for RAM. There's one for first generation Threadripper, and now there's one for second generation. The first generation goes all the way up to 3,400, but the second generation only goes up to 32, and the 3,200 only has like 4 manufacturers, whereas all the other speeds have like 10. There's like a shit ton from Team, which no one rocks the Team RAM.
Team Force.
Well, some of it looks good. Like their Delta looks all right, but I wouldn't have it because no one buys it and tries it with Threadripper, and I'm not going to be the first and then have to return it.
Oh, come on, Frank, beta test that shit.
Nah.
Well, yeah. Plus, you were saying with that QVL list is like you had to copy that from a spreadsheet and then try to find it in the RGB form or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, literally, it's a PDF file, and I can search it, but like, by the way, this is what the T-Force Delta RAM looks like, which is, like I said, it's cool, but I don't know if it'll work, and it's cast latency 16, and so let me see. While we're talking here, Asus.
Plus, you want to future-proof that shit, so I guess it's weird because you would think that something newer like the second gen Threadripper would support way more shit.
I mean, it probably does, but the list is just what they've tested.
Yeah.
Okay, Threadripper. Where the hell? Memory. QVL second generation.
Memory. What is it?
This is the QVL list. There's QVL list. QVL list second gen.
Memory of what?
I remember when I kicked your ass. Yeah, so this is what I'm looking at here. Like I said, 30. If you look at the top, 3,200 qualified vendors list. A Data, Corsair, G Skill, HyperX, Panram, Patriot, Team Group, and Tigo. I never heard of Tigo.
Tigo.
Right? Montego is a cocaine.
No.
Anyway.
No.
Oh, no Tigo here. So, yeah. So these are the only ones that they have tested.
Terrible.
First off,
That's terrible.
Terrible. So these are the ones they've tested. So say I want to go with G skill. Okay, I look at the G skill column. Okay.
G spot skill.
Yeah. Now, if I want, you have to look at the size because 32 gigabyte, it's 4 8 gig sticks. Okay. And then you got the timing, which is 16. This is that cast latency, or 14 or 8, even fucking 18, whatever. But then they've got the number. Go ahead.
15s on there? Are they like decent since it's in the middle?
I mean, there's a Vexter has one, and like a couple Corsair ones go to 15, but they're not like 15, 17, 17. So it's different. You got to know what you're wanting to get. 14, 34. So it's like, but see, also, like I said, look at the DIMM socket. These are what are supported. Okay, so this is what they're saying will work. 2 DIMMs, which is 2 sticks. 4 DIMM, which is 4 sticks. And look how many are supported for 8 DIMMs, even though they have 8 slots on the motherboard.
Like hardly any.
Well, okay. This last row or column here on the right, okay, is the 8 DIMMs, right? Okay.
Right.
How many do you see?
None.
Hold on. Oh, there we go. All the way down to the, what speed is this? This is the 2800 speed. You can rock 2800 Corsair at 1400. Or another Corsair. And then, we got one more at King Max, whoever the fuck that is. So yeah, see, it's like, and the 8 is optional, I think is what it says. Yeah, because got to go all the way back to the top. I don't know where the hell the arrow. Usually there's an arrow. You can just zoom all the way up there, but I don't see it.
Well, I mean, I guess the best bet. Well, I don't know about best bet, but maybe all you could do is, like get it for the first gen, and then maybe it'll be tested by the time you decide to get a second gen.
Well, see, that's a separate list. Hold on now. Here's the first gen. Qualified. That's the devices list. That's not what I want. What the fuck? Gaming devices. Here we go. This is what I want. See, you got to zoom
you
too.
Know what you want.
Yeah. See, it goes up to 3600 with only one vendor that they've tested, Galaxy. And they only have 2 8-gig sticks in there. Damn, it's 17 cast latency. I mean, I don't want to risk getting something and knowing that it'll work with the first gen, and then I buy the new expensive chip and it won't fucking work. Because I mean, when did Threadripper come out? How long ago was that? A year ago already?
Right.
So, and this isn't a new board that just came out. This isn't the Meg or any of those other fancy new creation boards or whatever. Excuse me. And even here, where's the 8 slot? No, none. Nope. None. Oh wait, there's one for $2,800 again. Oh, there's another one. 2, 3. Okay. Yeah, so that's why I asked the guy on PC Park Picker who's running 8 sticks. I'm like, were you able to get all 8 to go to 3,200? I haven't heard a comment back from him yet.
And that guy has the 2nd-gen Threadripper?
I can't fucking remember. Hold on. Where the hell's my mouse? There it is. I don't know. Let me go to the page. PC Park Picker. By the way, if you go to the Epic Games Store, Super Meat Boy is free right now.
That's cool.
Yeah, Ben showed it to me. Oh, yeah, of course I got it. Now I got to go find my damn. I got an Xbox controller here somewhere. I got to find it and hook it back up.
Well, I'm sure you got that, but did you get a bunch of games with the? Because didn't they have a Steam Christmas sale? It was kind of big.
I don't know. I didn't buy any games, dude. I'm buying computer shit.
Oh, see, I thought you'd be all over the Steam shit.
Oh, I'm playing like I do. If you explore your queue, you get trading cards, and then if you take enough, if you have enough trading cards, you can craft a badge that can either appear on your profile or it's just a thing to have. So
if you get the trading cards, then you could do.
It's like its own game. You got your XP and your points.
Yeah.
Where the hell's my That's not what I was trying to do. Damn it. Damn it,
Bobby.
Oh, that's right. Hold on. Save part lists. Look how many damn lists I've made.
It's crazy, man.
It's uber cray cray. Okay,
you don't say that word.
That's 2 words. Or a hyphenated word, I guess. So this kit here
is say those non-real words.
Made up. So this is a $309 kit.
That's what you were ultimately thinking about.
Well, it's only 16 cast latency. But like I said, there's like 4 or 5 people that I saw. Like if you go into the builds for this kit, I mean, these are all people, who use this kit, and you can sort by people who have Threadripper, so TR4 socket, and
there is some.
Oh, there's more than some. Like, boom, boom, boom. Which it looks cool. Don't get me wrong. I mean, a lot of this is for aesthetics, but I want it to run nice too.
Well, basically, their RGB stuff isn't that much more expensive than their regular stuff. I mean, 3,200 is expensive.
Yeah, so this is the cheaper one. I mean, $309. That's cheaper than if I bought 2 8 gig or 8x2 kits. Because if I was running two 16 gig kits to equal 32, that's like $250 a piece or something like that. So this is cheaper. Because the guy was like, "Why don't you get this?" And I'm like, "Because this is all one kit. It's made to be ran together."
Well, that's a 4x8, right?
Yeah. Versus a 2x8. 2x8's like more expensive for some fucking reason. Same speed, but
you're going to be buying 2 of those.
Well, eventually, if I fill out my whole system, I'll have to get 2 kits because 4 and 4 is 8.
So you're not going to go all balls deep with that at the start.
I mean, dog, I want to get a TI. Fuck that. I'm sure
you're gonna shoot for that TI, yeah.
Well, I mean, because if I don't even know if all 8 would do a damn thing other than look pretty. One of the guys I've watched on YouTube said that he built a system to use, I don't know if it's Adobe Premiere or whatever. One of the things he was using, he went to 8 sticks, and it actually didn't work as well. So for him, it made more sense to go to the faster RAM with less DIMMs for whatever fucking reason, and I don't know. It might be kooky like that. I don't know.
Well,
Go
it
ahead.
won't look as bad because can't you if you get 4, it's going to be spread evenly across the thing, so it'll be like every other, right? It's not going to be like half on one side and then the other half is
Well,
empty.
no, just I mean, if you're running a dual channel, it's got to be like every other slot.
Yeah, right.
It depends on the motherboard too. I've had to look at it because there was a guy I commented on his build. I said, I don't think your RAM's optimized. And they go, no, it is. And I looked. I was like, oh, you're right. I'm incorrect. Like it was all on the right. Like if
What
you
on
had
your
two,
FX build?
no, this was a guy's Threadripper build. He had a fatality board, and he only had 2 sticks of RAM. And for whatever reason, the way his board is set up, you run them both on the right side. So I was like, what? But the thing is, the builds that people did with this kit, they've said that they're getting 32 megahertz, which is what if you're paying for more megahertz. If I wanted to get the 3000, I'd buy a 3000 kit. So, but anyway, we've been rambling all this fucking time.
Is that on your KVL list though? The
Yes,
309 one.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Actually, I think it was this guy because this one has 2 builds with the same fucking name, and I can't remember which one I commented on. I think I commented on both of them because they also have the Asus. One of them somebody had the damn ROG cooler, and I asked how they like it, but I don't remember what it was. Anyway,
well, when are you gonna get the TI? Are you gonna be able? I remember you texted me. You were saying that you didn't get as much as you would have liked, but
I mean, dude, I'm not going out and building the shit today. I don't.
I thought that's what you're doing with your Christmas money, man.
I am building with my Christmas money, but it's coming in installments. I got other money coming down the line, dog.
Oh, okay. So
if not, I'd be running like a 1050 or something.
you'd have to build a 1050, huh?
Is that the one that doesn't use any cables? It just slots into your PCIe.
I think so, but yeah, I was wondering. I was gonna ask you, like, isn't a lot of the AMD cards can do that now or something, where it could just get power from the motherboard? Or am I thinking about oh no, I was thinking about the Crossfire SLR or whatever.
Crossfire. You can count on the Crossfire. Crossfire.
Crossfire.
Yeah. Like okay. Latency issues. Okay. RGB overclockable cons. Not really con, more a reminder. Well, they put a remainder, so I don't know what they meant here. Be careful with overclock. Make sure you get same latency ones. These RAMs. Oh boy, my magical journey of RGB. My rig looks like a Christmas tree. Since I got a chance to try these 3 Z370 motherboards, different brands, 4 gigabyte, blah 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 blah. Azure Tai Chi does not recognize and does not control the light. Yeah. On these RAMs, I hate people. I hate reading what people say. Anyway.
Well, here's what I would do. I wouldn't worry about the latency as much because, yeah, you can overclock that shit.
Well, that's more the
timing.
Good
speed,
That's the speed though, not the latency is different.
Right, but can you adjust the latency in your BIOS settings with an overclock?
It's very tricky.
Yeah, I remember people. You have to when you overclock your RAM. From what I can gather, you have to, like do a custom timings for it and everything. You have to have that shit set up.
Well, latency, having lower latency helps with overclock and all that shit anyway. So it is something. It is a factor. Whew, excuse me. Whew. And I put the shit on my list so I can watch it and keep the ones that I like favorited, so I can refresh it and go, oh, the shit's on sale. Buy now. And also, children, if you're on Newegg or Amazon and you're looking at the reviews, they give you a filter a lot of times, so I can search for Threadripper and see if anyone commented. Oh, look, some people. One guy commented on the thing. Besides being fairly high cast latency 16 times, there's not really any cons except how expensive they are. But then you got to read, see, he might say which board he had. And if, oh, the shit didn't work at all with the Asus board, then I'm fucked. So let me see here. What's he say? 1900X, motherboard. Oh, it's SLI Plus, which is MSI. First, couldn't get XP. Could get the XMP to kick on for 3200, nor could I get run 3200 manually. So I updated my BIOS and worked immediately after that. RAM sticks will only work with the ASIC line for right now. Or yeah, G-Skill has software, but it's basically a ripoff of the Asus software, so you can use Asus. No matter the lab, as soon as you install. One guy said that, yeah, even though I shut everything off and power my computer down, the lights are still lit up.
What?
Yeah, so I keep seeing that guy's review. It's funny. What's so funny?
CMOS must be fucked up or something. You gotta take that battery out.
Right. Did you try unplugging it? So yes, right now I bought my bought an extra fan. I got my power supply, my case. Then what else did I already get? Bought my motherboard, bought my cooler. I have hard drives, so I didn't bother to put any of those down. I just put placeholders in here, so I know my wattage.
You know,
go ahead.
So you're gonna cannibalize some of your hard drives there? You're not gonna keep them for the NAS?
Well, they're none of them are mass storage. All I have, the biggest drive I have is 3 terabyte. So I mean, no point in, you know, if I'm going to run a raid, they might as well all be the same size. So I'll get like an eBay lot of like 4 or 5 shitty drives.
Well, are you gonna? Do you have what's the NVMe support? Are you gonna use the one that you couldn't get to work exactly on your motherboard for your FX build, or what?
I mean, that's just a SATA NVMe. It's in a 2. I couldn't get it to work in the M.2 slots. It's not an NVMe. It's just M.2.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so it's just SATA. Yeah. Well, okay. M.2 is the form factor. NVMe is the memory type. So SATA versus NVMe. NVMe is newer and faster and better.
Well, NVMe is the one that you lay flat down and it, like, you have to screw it in, right?
That's what an M.2 is. Let's see. M.2. Oh, don't fucking Google. M.2. Images. Yes, that's an M.2 right there.
I thought there was M.2s that you put in the PCI slot or whatever.
That's if you, yeah, you can do that if you have an adapter. See? One of these.
Right. Huh.
Asus makes one I'm actually probably going to buy later because it supports 4 of them.
Well, what are you doing? Did you buy the OS drive? Are you buying that new, or are you going to use that from?
Yeah.
Yeah, the what?
Yeah, I'm going to use what I have. Why would I buy new?
Well, I thought you would want to get something faster or better. I don't know.
It's the flash drive, dude. It's an M.2 drive. It's SSD. I mean, it's a terabyte.
Okay, so you're not gonna. What are you gonna do for the OS drive for your NAS? Then are you just gonna get one of your other SSDs or whatever?
Well, I have my old OS drive, which is like 100 and something gig. I could use that. I was also looking if I buy a Western Digital Easy Store and shuck it and take the drive out of it. Those come with a 32 gig USB drive, so I could just put the OS on that. That
You're
way, I
gonna
don't. Go ahead.
run your NAS off of a USB drive.
Well, that's what no, with FreeNAS, that's what you do because you only need 8 gig. You don't even need, like, they recommend putting on a flash drive because there's no. Go ahead.
I thought you were gonna run your NAS off of just the Windows or whatever.
Well, I mean, you can run Windows off a flash drive.
That's true. I'm sure you could, but
I mean, it takes up less space off of. You don't have to occupy a SATA port, right?
right, that's true.
Which, if I'm filling it with drives, those things are a priority.
Yeah.
So, by the way, that Asus card, here's what it looks like with the cover on it. Here it is. It's got a fan and lets you screw down 4 M.2 drives, and you can run them in RAID or whatever. Right now, it's kind of buggy. I don't need it at the moment. I'm sure eventually it'd be a cool thing to get because I have all those PCIe slots. But anyway, by the way, what are you drinking on? Yeah.
I still have more to talk about. I was gonna ask you.
I'm sorry.
We were gonna talk about your cooler and stuff, and I was gonna talk about what else. I forgot what else I got for Christmas.
Oh.
I got an Xbox One and I got a 3D printing pen.
Oh, one of those goofy ones that Jerry had?
Yeah. I mean, I figured it would just be something that I could use for like repairs and, you know, like maybe if I want to add detail or something, whatever, you know. But yeah, I ended up getting the white Minecraft edition of the Xbox One.
Oh. I'm gonna have to tell Floyd. Oh, I didn't tell you, by the way. Floyd has Fallout 76 now.
Oh, that's cool.
He's level 15. Well, fucker, I'm only up to 11, so now he's like trying to show me up, so I'm gonna have to whoop him.
Right. But no, the Xbox, I got the Red Dead Redemption 2, so I mean the Xbox looks pretty nice. It'll match my white computers, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, what about that? Did you get anything else besides money?
Money. What the hell did I get? I mean, dog's snoring.
I ain't got boobs.
Huh? No, I mean, like, that was the main thing I was worried about getting. I told everybody don't buy me anything because I'm not, you know, that's the hard thing about
back and forth.
Well, like, that's the hard thing about buying shit for grown-ups is, like, we all are adults. We buy our own shit. If we want it, we go out and get it. So what's the point of buying it? Yeah. My poor wife, she bought me something and, like, because it was on the list of stuff on Amazon. Well, I'd already bought one for myself, so I had 2 of them. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were going to get that. Else I would just delete it out of the thing. But yeah, I mean, you know, it's like if you ask someone else to get you something, like electronics, I was going to get some, you know, ask for a TV, but no one's going to think to go get a refurbished TV like I did and get the cheaper. You know, I paid $270 for this 49-inch TV. You can't even find it for that now. If I had said, hey, I need a new TV, there's my entire allotment for Christmas money right there. Or I could just, you know, get a couple $100 and buy it myself sometime.
Right.
So I just try not to ask for specific things.
Well, it's the thing though is like it's like with me and my brother and sister. It's like I got them, you know, like Amazon gift cards, and it's like they got me those too. So it's like you get the same kind. It's like the same amount, it's like might as well be like, we'll just keep these. You know, I mean,
Right.
It's like, hey, well, for Christmas, what are we gonna do again? We're just not gonna get each other anything. You
right.
know?
Well, I told my mom I wanted just money, and I quoted Lucy from or Sally from Peanuts. Want tens and twenties, tens and twenties. So like, my mom gave me a bunch of 20s.
Yeah.
But like,
so I mean, I guess presents make it kind of fun because it's like you're, as far as the shit that like if you're getting shit where you're not asking for anything specific, it could be more fun because if it comes down to where you're just getting each other money, then it's like you might as well. There's
right,
not really much point in it then anymore because
well,
you're not. Might as well just keep the money.
right,
Just say,
well,
hey, Merry Christmas.
right. Well, like my wife and I, we'd kind of tell each other don't buy anything for each other because we're grown ups. We buy our own shit when we want to, and no point in trying to get what the other person wants and spending money we don't need to spend. And like, I snuck around and bought her a couple picture frames with pictures of the dogs. Two of them aren't with us anymore, so I had to go and find pictures and had them printed for Snapfish. They do like I think 9 cents a print. You could do them at like Walgreens or something, but I just had to mail it to me, and then that way, when that came in the mail, so did the frames from Amazon. I just opened them up and stuck them in there.
Right.
So, but
Well, basically, it's like the wife for Christmas, she gave me my wallet back.
well, it was funny
because
because
the reins.
I gave Ben and my parents a picture of us when we were kids, and it was a picture that Ben had posted on Facebook that he found at my dad's house. And Morton's like, "So your dad already has this picture, right? I somewhere, I guess. Like, so you gave him a picture he already has." I was like, "Well, he doesn't have it framed, and we all have the same picture, so it's the thought that counts, honey." She's like, sure." But the one picture of our one dog, she bought a frame that had a dog that looked like our dog, and never actually put a picture of our dog in it. So I took it and I put a picture in it and I wrapped it up. And she opened it up and she's like, "This is the picture from the living. This is the frame from the living room. You gave me my own frame back." I go, "Yeah, but there's a picture in it now." So
Yeah.
it's funny. So I got this cooler. God damn it! It's gonna be midnight before we know it. So
Yeah,
I
what's
got
going
this
on with this cooler? What's this? What kind is this here?
This is an Enermax Lictech TR4 2. Now, the first edition was the one I said they had quality control issues. There was like slag around the radiator that broke off and made its way into the pump and fucked things up. Currently, the new version has like 3 out of 5 eggs on new eggs, so maybe it's hammered out. I don't know.
Is this that serviceable one where you could technically put in your own coolant if you wanted to?
I mean, what's their name? Gamers Nexus did a video where they refilled it because they took it out to see like the the heat sink for it was actually like the cold plate was the entire size of the heat spreader of the Ryzen chip, like the Threadripper chip. So the whole thing will get cooled. It's like most Asetek ones, it's literally just the center and then a little bit out the sides. This is the entire thing. So, but when they opened it up to test it, they said, "Okay, now we got to put it back in and fill it." And I think they were able to do it. I don't know how hard it was to do, but it's a possibility. I don't plan on doing that because I am lazy and almost forgot to say lazy. So,
well, the thing I wish they would do with those AIOs is make it at least they should make ones where you can, it's like an accordion style tubing or whatever. So because they make them kind of short, don't they?
I mean, sometimes.
Because it's like if you have like a really big case, that shit looks like it barely reaches, like the length of the radiator.
Hold on, there's a comment in the comment section. They might be full of shit.
Did you get a notification?
No, I just went to it to check it out.
Oh, you were randomly doing it.
I figured, well,
What?
maybe there's someone in there, and there was, but I don't know if they're even here. They might just be a troll. But anyway, I
What
mean,
was it saying?
uh, hi, I need help on my gaming PC. So I don't know if they're fucking with me
What?
or not. Go ahead.
Well, respond back and be like, "What? What kind of help?"
Well, I just said, what's wrong?
Oh, okay.
But I don't know if they're even here. So,
What's wrong, bro?
bruh, well, their name's Sarah, so I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, this is the only advancement they made from version 1 to version 2 that you can tell is around the Intermax logo is and the actual logo is RGB, and it's addressable.
Yeah.
So it comes with a controller, so you can click through the different colors. That's stupid. So that was
Yeah.
that was one of the reasons I chose the board I did, because there was another Asus board that I looked at that was cheaper than the Zenith Extreme, but it did not have an addressable header. I wanted an addressable header so I could put the cooler on it, and that way I could just light it up that way and control it with the Aura Sync. No comments, so I'm closing it. Anyway, so I got this
Well,
guy because, like I said, it was normally
was that
159.
comment? Was that recent now, or was it?
It doesn't
Because
say
it
the
might take
time.
him a while.
I don't know, dog. I don't know. It's your channel, dog.
Might take a while for them to respond back. So we'll check. I'll check back.
No, we won't. Don't lie. So, but yeah, I mean, it comes with 3 fans, and I told you my case has 2 where I'm planning on putting the radiator. So I bought another one. So I'm planning on doing push pull because I can.
Wait a minute, you bought another radiator?
No, I bought another fan.
What do you get another fan for? Just like the back of your computer?
Okay, my case came with 3 fans, 2 in the front and then 1 in the rear for exhaust. My
Right.
radiator can support 4 or support 3. So I bought a third, and I'm gonna run 3 in the front and 3 in the back to do push pull.
Okay, so you're gonna use the ones that came with your case for your radiator?
On the back of the radiator, because then they'll be visible.
Oh, so you're gonna have 6 on your radiator?
It's called push pull, dog. I didn't make this up.
Dang,
Jake,
man, I haven't even seen that on my case yet.
yes, if you follow Jay, he did an entire video on it. He did a video on which is better, push pull or push pull.
Well, I've never seen like 6 fans on a radiator before in a
Well,
push pull. Usually that's just for like cool, like fan regular air cooler.
well, no, he's like, you put the front pulls, or the back pulls the front of the front of the radiator, pushes it into the radiator, and the back pulls it out of the radiator, and theoretically you get the most actual force because it is being pushed and pulled out, versus if you just have the one set of fans pushing it, it doesn't move around as much as it just moves through. Jay did an entire video with it. He put a piece of paper on a fan and did different arrangements to show like how much air was actually moving. I watched that and I was like, okay, well, I'll have, you know, if I only ran my fans from my case because they're white and I want to do the halos, then I'd have 3 fans I wouldn't plan on doing anything with that are black that are going to be pointless. So I might as well stick them in front of the radiator, because why the hell not?
So you're gonna stick the black ones in the front
Well, yeah,
and
because
the
if I put
on
the
of the radiator.
if I put them in the back, you're not going to be able to see. Well, the halos will work on black fans, but they work better on white.
Right. I
My
forget your case that didn't have a front window, right?
what do you mean?
I meant what I said. I asked if your case had a front window.
My has a side window.
I meant where you could see the radiator from the front or the
No,
fans.
no, just the one side, dog.
Why do you act like I'm a idiot for asking a question?
No, because I was confused by your question. I didn't mean anything by it, Ian. I apologize. Trying to find a bigger picture here to show you what I'm talking about. The front panel is completely just blank. Like there's a LED for the power and or like hard drive status, but that's it.
Right.
Like
No, this is if I do a screen share on mine, this is the case that I got here. You know, where it's basically a front glass here, so you can see what you're doing. So I didn't realize that yours only just had a side window on it.
Yeah, and like here we go, zoom in a little more here. Like if you look at it from the side, the fans have white blades, then you'll be able to see a little bit more.
Yeah, and in your case, if you're gonna put it on that side of the radiator, that's just gonna be, like mounted to the frame or whatever. Then yeah, just you could have the shittiest looking ones. You're not gonna really be able to see them then, right? You're gonna have the white ones showing on the like on the inside of the pointing on the inside of the case. The ones that are pointing towards like nothing basically is going to be black then.
Yeah, the ones that are going to be on the like where these white ones are now. It's going to be the black ones, and then the other one, the white ones, are actually going to be on the other side of the radiator.
Right. Yeah. See, since I have a window, I got to think about the front facing too. So I didn't think.
I forgot yours had a glass pane on the front, and I'm like, who the hell has anything in the front? That's why I was confused by your question.
No, I got that because I see all these builds with the 3 front fans always look pretty dope. So it's like,
oh, yeah, that's what Floyd wants to do. He said,
yeah,
but
my case came with RGB fans, so I was going to use those, and I bought the set of mine. Kind of sucks that yours didn't come with any.
What, the RGB?
Yeah.
I mean, my board has enough of it. I can just plug everything in. And everyone's like, why don't you just buy, RGB fans? Well, the Halos I could stick on any fan. And they're cheaper.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely.
I mean, the case came with 3 fans. I went ahead and bought a 4th one that's the exact same. The blades are white. I know on the back side of it, the little thing will block it a little bit, but when the light's shining on it, you won't be able to see this shit.
I forget so were you gonna do 2? Were you still gonna put 2 on the top? Because didn't you say the top could do 2 or whatever?
I mean, I don't know because I could put
fans.
Well, see, okay, I don't have a GPU yet, and I was thinking about getting the Water Force GPU still. So, and it has a radiator and 2 fans. So,
you got any fans laying around?
I won't have anywhere to put. I bought a 3rd one for the front. The back already has one, and then if I buy a GPU with a 240 radiator with 2 fans on it, then I don't need anything for the top.
Right, that's the Wind Force one. That one was 240, right? Or the Water Force. That was a 240?
Yeah. So, but the thing is, the TI variant isn't even out yet. Well, it is, but I don't know. Like I've seen video reviews of it, but motherfuckers never say where they got it or how much they paid. I don't care about it. Here it is in my hand. The dude did a half-hour video. He's just holding it in his hand, spinning it around, talking about it, measuring it with the fucking tape measure. I'm like, dude, shut up.
Well, yeah, I mean, I could probably do the same thing because since I bought like 3 RGB fans that was going to replace the black ones for my cooler, I could probably put the black ones more on the inside of the case, I guess, and like for now at least, and have all the business being where you can see it in the front, I guess.
Party in the front, business in the front, party in the back like a mullet.
Right, but the opposite. Business in the back.
Given the business. I mean, I don't know. The whole top, because the top you can, that's the cool thing about Fractal. It's kind of they call it moduvent because it's modular. You can take the top off or you could just leave it. Right now my the case I have now, the top can come off if you want, but I've never taken it off, and it's nice and quiet. It's actually so quiet. I have a hard drive on my desk, and I hear it spin up. I never hear the fan. Only time I've ever heard my computer, like the fans on it, spin up is when it was on the desk and I was right next to it. One time, that was it. If it's on the floor right next to my desk, and I can't even hear it. But anyway, dog, I'll wait till I get my GPU. I mean, the fans were, I think, like $13-14. I also bought. Where the hell's the list? My list.
By the way, what was your case on your list? Did they have pretty good airflow? Because I know the cases where it did have more of a, like a mesh front or whatever, where it's basically just air coming through the front.
I mean, it's like
they do better.
Well, this has just a solid front, but there's mesh on the sides, like little, like, see what I'm saying? Like,
grills.
There's because the R6 that came right before this that has the same chassis, the front panel actually would open up because it had a 5 1/4 drive on the top, and no one ever used that. So they said, well, if you're going to use water cooling and put radiators and shit in here, they took that out and they took the door off. So they just sealed this up. So the front piece comes off if you want. But I'm not going to putz with that. How come it's not listed as bought on my damn list now that I look at it here? Hold on. Damn it. Thought I marked it. No, it is purchased. Okay, it's just like, I thought it said like in parentheses purchased, but it is. But yeah, I added my, like, I got the combo strip, my halos, because I want to know, I want a tally of what the whole thing. If I get the TI, I've got an entire cost of how much it's going to cost purchased and what the total cost is. I also bought. Oh, god damn it! That's not what I wanted to do. Hold on, dog. I'm getting there. Got close stuff.
I'm trying to find that list. Because I remember I think it was on Gamer's Nexus channel where he showed that it was like a pass mark list of cases. When they were doing like the Walmart teardown,
I think I talked about this a couple weeks ago on the show. I ordered a from Silverstone. They got this remote kit that you stick in, and you can control with a key fob. So you can still use your power button, but it adds a Y splitter to it, so you can also use the little key fob and turn your computer on. And since my computer is going to be a pain in the ass to get to, it's going to make sense to have one of these and be able to just access it from afar.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, and I also ordered a sleeve cable extension kit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it came back. It said it came back in stock, but when I ordered it, I got it through Amazon, and when I ordered it, it's like, we'll be back in stock on such date. I'm like, but it says it's in stock now. But I don't care. Still,
can we
go
see
ahead.
that? What that looks like?
No, just kidding. I added
Oh,
the Newegg one to my list, even though I bought it from where the hell did I get? I bought it from Amazon because Amazon was cheaper by like $2, I think. Yeah, the Easy DIY Fab sleeve cable extension kit. Here it's $32.99. It was $29.99 on Amazon, so I went ahead and got the Amazon version.
you're gonna have it all murdered out.
I mean, it's just black.
You're not gonna have it white to match, because didn't you have like get a case with like white accents or whatever?
Well, I mean, like the fans and the PCIe slots are white, but I thought about it, but then I'm like, nah, that ain't me, dog. Plus, if they're cloth, I don't want them to get dirty and show it. So, yeah, here's the Water Force Oris I was talking about, the 2080. Now they're supposed to have a TI version. I can't fucking find it anywhere. It doesn't even give me the idea how much it cost. I know the 2080 version, just not the TI variant, that's $899 goddamn dollars.
Yeah.
So if it's $1,200, that's cheaper than a Strix TI. But if it's 13 or above, So I don't know, dog. So that's all I bought so far. I'm still waiting on the RAM, CPU, and the GPU. That's it.
Oh, you're getting there. I mean, are you gonna get you're thinking about the RAM next, and then are you gonna do the CPU, because that's the cheaper of?
Well, that's why I put I picked the cheapest one because I'm gonna eventually upgrade it to 32 core any fucking way.
Yeah.
So no point in everyone's like, why don't you get the second generation? Even if I go with the 16 core, the second generation is $800 and something dollars. Why would I pay $800 something dollars if next year I'm going to buy a brand new one and kick this back to being a server? Possibly. Like if I make it a server, I've got to buy a whole new everything. So on top of whatever the $1,700 CPU now, I don't know what it'll be next Christmas. So it'll be either next Christmas or the year after. I don't know. I might just start assembling shit for, like when I turn it into a server. Like right now, I'm looking at, think about hard drives. Like I said, I'm going to buy some on eBay or something. Let me see, 4 terabyte. Whoop. Just, get someone who's selling off a stack of old drives.
Right. Did you put the motherboard in the case yet?
Nah.
No.
Nah, because it's going to be easier to put you gotta screw down the CPU, and I'm not going to do that with it in the case.
Yeah.
And plus, it's got a glass side. I don't want to just have that thing out and chilling. I've got a big dog that will make me knock it over and drop it. I can see him coming and sniffing around and tripping me.
Well, I mean, obviously, you do want to put it back on when you're put it in there.
Yeah, I'm not. I haven't. I opened the motherboard box just to see if anything was missing. So far, it does not appear to be. But no, that's all I did. Anyways,
but yeah, to answer your question though,
I don't give a fuck.
Soda Talk with Frank and Ian.
Soda's got a lot of head on it.
And that's what she said.
Yeah, I just got the basic bitch, some Fanta and some ice.
You're a basic bitch.
Basic bitch.
Well, I just finished off my Mountain Dew from Taco Bell. And
I forget, what do you use? What's your usual from there?
What, beverage?
No, food.
Oh, well, like, really, I just go and I get 7 items. Every time I go, I pull out my receipt after they hand it to me and I count the items so I can double check that they gave me the right amount of shit. And it's always 7. Like, I try to get a few things I try to always get. Like, I try to get the the cantina, was it the power menu bowl with the chicken?
Oh, okay.
And I get like as long as they still have it, I like the rolled tacos. I know I shouldn't be getting fried food, but the rolled tacos are really good. You get 4 of them. Oh man, I forgot I was gonna get the naked chicken chalupa because they got that now. Because I have the app, I like, what's new, and they're like, oh, we've got a chicken enchilada grande quesadilla or chicken enchilada grande burritos, and I was like, what? I want one of those. So I got a couple of those.
You getting that chalupa?
No, I didn't. I wanted to get the damn naked chicken chalupa because that's when the chicken is fried and it's the shell of the taco. Have you seen those?
No.
Hold on. For those of you watching,
You getting it, Holmes?
I think I'm spelling that word right. I don't fucking know. Oh yeah, here we go. Hold on. Zoom in a little bit here. Yeah, that's chicken. That taco shell looking thing. That's a whole piece of chicken.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, I've had before when they had naked chicken taco. Oh, so good.
Yeah, basically, you have to get if it wasn't for the chicken, you'd basically be all vegan like Ben. Then
Ben's not vegan; he's vegetarian.
I'm a vegetarian.
I was vegetarian, but it's so hard to not eat meat, and my wife's got dietary restrictions too. So fuck it. Anyway.
Does she eat red meat?
Yeah, she eats red meat. Not
Okay.
really. She can, but I just eat a lot of chicken because chicken's leaner than most stuff. Oh, and I have like water from the toilet.
Right. I have that too.
So would you like to get into some stations, sir?
Yeah, I guess we should.
Goddamn, show's almost over. Come on.
Man your battle stations. Man your battle stations. Station.
By the way, what were you playing on? Because we started the show a little bit later again because my power went out, and then I had to wait up for my computer to start up because I didn't put my SSD in here yet, so it took fucking forever with all my programs and shit.
Uh-huh. So what was that playing? Is that what you said?
Yeah, what were you playing? Were you playing some Fallout?
Duh. I told you, Floyd's up to level 15, so I gotta get up and beat him. I can't let him have I'm only like a level 11.
Was he playing that on the Xbox though?
Yeah, so he can't do crossplay yet.
Yeah, right.
Because fucking Sony's a bitch. No, we can't let you play with other players. Yeah. But no, what the hell?
Yeah, I noticed that too. I was wondering if that was just me. If you go to the imager, you should be able to see it then.
Oh boy.
So, oh yeah, so my theme for this week, since I was doing all this, like I modded my computer case and everything. I think I showed you guys that last week.
Mm-hmm.
And I did painting these computer fans and stuff. I decided to search, like modification or mods and stuff on there, and the pickings were kind of slim on it, but I chose the best that I could. So I was just looking, for like case mods or whatever.
Right. Huh.
So a lot of these has a lot of, like kind of like that desk shit you show sometimes where the guy's making a desk out of a door and everything.
Right. This is from 2014, so
yeah.
As you can see, he's got an Asus DVD drive in here.
Asus.
Yeah.
DVD drive.
Big old chunk of his desk missing there. Whew.
That's not good.
Ooh, man. Toolbox under there. Samsung and Asus monitors. Ooh, what a mess. He's got rain meter.
Rain meter.
Looks cool, man.
Rain meter.
Right. Let me see the comments here. Is that the same album? No, it's got a different album. Okay. Ooh, look at them guts. Oh, look at that motherboard.
Guts. All up. Frank's all up in those guts.
That's what she said. Look at that brown motherboard.
It'd be nice with a Noctua fan, right?
No. MSI military class 4.
I mean, isn't that what Noctua has is brown fans?
I mean, not that shade.
That shade is just shitty brown, right?
Yeah. He's got an MSI card and an EVGA card. Whew. Oh boy, this is dated. Let me see. You got them specs anywhere?
Let's see. Shit doesn't have any kind of like plating on the motherboard at all. Like any kind of armor or anything.
No.
Over any of the heat sinks. Like the VRMs, because isn't that what a lot of the more modern motherboards would have, is like some kind of cooling on like the VRMs and stuff?
Yeah. Not as many capacitors as I'd expect to see. Whew. Just kind of
WHOOF.
Well, like, that's not even a 24 pin, is it?
20 pin.
It's like way down there in the bottom of the. It's like, is this well, it's got 2 full-size slots, so it's not a ITX.
That's actually from before 2010.
Right. Don't know, dog.
Because that's what all my XP machines were, was 20 pin.
Oh, he plastic dipped his keyboard because it was originally orange.
See,
go ahead.
I don't know about plastic dipping, like shit like that, because it's like that shit's gonna rub off so easy.
Well, he only did it on the orange accents. This is what, G710?
Did you ever watch that video of that? Can you plastic dip like everything in your computer and will it still run?
Well, like I saw guys do their motherboard so they could have a white motherboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, see just the macro keys are orange. See? So he made it blue.
Macro daddy.
Yeah. So that's your first one.
Okay.
Copy. Open another one. Making cappies. Oh boy. Some tells me this is going to be aged. Oh man, I appreciate portrait landscape portrait, but ooh,
Those bezels, though, right?
yeah, them bezels. That tubing.
And
I mean,
those wires,
they tried cable management.
they didn't try.
They got so much like
I hope they didn't try.
right. Let's just cram it in the tube, man. Well, it's shiny. Don't worry, they won't even look at it. No one will even see it.
Right.
And like, I got shitty old Logitech PC speakers. They're just behind the monitors.
Like the other ones that we had.
Yeah, I mean this one and this bottom one's a bin Q. When was this post from? Is it 2014? Let's see. 9 months ago. Really?
9 months ago.
Oof. 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 Look at that. Look at the gap between the glass panels. Do you think any air is getting to his computer?
Probably not.
Man, that. Ugh. I mean, ooh. Okay. What did they modify? Is it just the case?
I guess so. Yeah.
Upgraded from i7 to i7. So from a 930 to 8700K. Custom paint mod on thermal take. Okay, View 71. That's a newer case. I believe this is a View 71. Okay, I forgot. Gamers Nexus. I just saw they did a review of a really bad case, and they said Thermaltake actually their View 71 didn't look like it would get a lot of airflow, but they designed it around the lack of airflow and it made it work. So, but yeah, and someone said, "Holy cable management." There's been some additions since the pipe was run, namely the work laptop and docking station. I have to get in there and tidy it up, but I don't think I can use the pipe anymore. Frowny face. No, dog, don't use that pipe no more. It's terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. All right, and then your third abomination, I mean setup. See what we got here.
This one is probably my favorite.
Okay, hold on. I gotta click on it to see.
Yeah, is that Reddit fucked up or something, man?
I don't know what's going on. Okay. They like shoes.
Yeah, like I think the second picture was probably looked the best from that angle, but
they got a glass desk with a bunch of shoes underneath it.
Yeah. I don't know what's up with that. I sort of didn't notice that, but
click
on that second one.
Weird flex, but okay.
Yeah, that view looks pretty good with like the window and everything.
I feel like they touched this up to make everything else monochrome.
You might be right. It's kind of cool though.
I mean, yeah, but my question, why do they have two phones?
Why not is what I gotta ask.
Because you can only talk on one at a time?
Well, maybe they have a business phone and a work phone and a home phone. You don't know, dog.
Okay. Kind of dumb. And then they got the keyboard on the laptop. They got a keyboard on the desk, and they got an Apple keyboard and trackpad. Then they got an iPad. Then they got their little drawing tablet over there. Then they got the two phones. It's a bit much, dog. And I think that they're running Mac OS on every damn thing because they all have the same dock, or at least a skinned. I think the bigger monitors, I think those are a skin to make it look like Mac. I think, because Mac by default, the icons are on the right, and then this one they're on the left, like the ones with the lions on them.
Right.
But because there's a tower down there, if you look at the right, so
I mean, it's pretty clean.
it's clean, but I'd be a little confused. Like I'd be, move your mouse, and I'll go, "Where's my mouse?" Oh, that's right, that's a completely different computer. Because
then you
after
use that Windows without borders or whatever, right?
Well, yeah, my mouse without borders, but see, that only works with Windows. You have to use Synergy to use different platforms. So,
yeah, I need to use that Synergy then.
And the thing is, the left phone is Android, the right one is an iPhone. Using mouse without borders, you realize that it's not the same computer real quick when you go to drag an application.
I thought that wasn't that what you used, because I thought you.
I used it from I used it, but
you don't like it anymore.
Well, I don't need it because the computer I was using is an old Dell.
Right, but I thought you had always praised it though.
I mean, the software is great, but I no. I try to just get some more usage out of that Dell, and it's in the closet now.
Yeah.
I can't do it, dog. I tried.
Was it too buggy?
Oh, it was an old Pentium D Dell.
Well, there's your problem.
Yeah. It worked. I mean, the software worked fine for what it was, but oh my god, no. No, dog, no.
So you think your old? Are you going to do that with your old system at all, or are you just going to just get access to the hard drives all the time?
What? What do you mean?
Well, when you build your new computer and you do your NAS, you're not even gonna have a screen hooked up to that, right?
I will, but I'll never use it. I'll just have a screen hooked. You gotta have a screen hooked up to it sometimes for it to work because it won't. Yeah, you have to either have a dummy connection so it thinks there's a screen, or I'm gonna have one for backup just in case I have to troubleshoot anything. I'm probably gonna just VNC into everything.
Yeah, that's what I thought you're gonna be like. I thought you were like, nah, I'm just putting it in the closet.
I mean, the computer, I'll put it downstairs because it'll be right. I want to have it right next to the modem. And if I feel like it, I could even hook up a wireless HDMI and broadcast to the TV downstairs because I don't want to run an HDMI cable across the room. My wife won't go for that, and I won't either. That's just stupid.
Drill through the walls.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
You know.
So these are your stations. This third picture of your third station.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Boy, that's kind of Grammy looking.
Little bit.
I mean, what is this? Is what is it, a thermal take case? No, Corsair. Okay. The handle on the door on the side of the case made me think it was thermal take for some reason. Huh.
I guess not.
Tight. So you got this in, and this in.
By the way, the last one, I have no idea what he modified for is, but it was in a list or something.
He made his shoe rack, dog. I'd go in the reverse order that they were presented.
Yeah, me.
You too?
I agree on that. Yeah.
Okay, so let me close out the blown up. Well, see, okay, the internet said the winner of internet points. Okay, so number 3 has 100 and no, I can't tell. Is that 142 or 242? Let me zoom enhance. 142. Number 2 has 49. and 157 for number one. So
the internet says the second one.
No, the internet says the first one. With the yeah, which we said was number 3 on our list.
Yeah.
Internet's wrong, dude. And don't ask me to go back to it because I already closed it out.
Yeah. Anyways, what's yours? What's your theme besides your music?
Station.
It's so short. Believe it or not, once again I went with anime. I just happened upon 3 with decent looking. I think it is Reddit fucking up because this one was brand new. This was posted a day ago.
In other words, Frank was lazy.
Shh. No, I scrolled through and I said, "Oh, first off, okay."
That's more of a basic bitch one too.
I mean, you can say it's a little cringy, but there's certain aspects of this you gotta like he's got the cool looking older style keyboard, which I doubt is really old. He might just have old keycaps on it. Glass window on the case. They got a FIO headphone amp. They got Sennheiser headphones. Boing. They got a mouse bungee with the Logitech mouse. They got a well-organized figurines with a sit-stand desk. They got a trash can that's been emptied, which a lot of them don't empty. So, that's one thing. I mean, you have to say it really doesn't look too bad for what they're doing with it, right?
Right. Although I will say that computer chair looks kind of ugly.
Yeah, well, probably comfy though. How is yours?
It's the way it's meant to be. Uncomfortable as hell, but looks good.
Right.
No, I want to get another chair.
Is this your case?
Speed my backup. I don't know. It's that one only has 2 fans. What's it say in the description?
Hold on.
It might be a variation of it because I know they had the Corsair Crystal had a couple different models. Like they had the 570 and then the 460, and they had the 300s even going down cheaper.
Corsair Crystal 460X.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was thinking about getting that one, but I was like, no, dog, I got to get the best.
I mean, they got, at least they have a lot of specs here. They have Ryzen 5 1500X, Corsair H115i Platinum, Strix 1070 Ti, 16 gig of Corsair Vengeance RGB.
By the way, this is the box for it.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw. Go ahead.
Had that shit delivered to Walgreens again, so I knew that FedEx wouldn't just throw it in my hallway again.
Hot dog down the hallway, you say?
Right.
Hold on. So here's my case, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you had gotten that ahead of me.
And I got are my bottles still glowing?
Yeah.
And then what do you see right next to it?
Oh, that bobblehead?
Yeah, that's a big ass bobblehead my wife got me. He's this fucking tall.
Yeah.
Like I've got him sitting. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I have the box sitting next to my old 17-inch monitor on its stand, and it's as tall as the monitor.
Yeah.
It's a big one.
Now, I was gonna answer your question. I was talking with Nathan. He said that shit that you were asking me about, Franco linked me to a picture of a bobblehead collection. Like he was asking, hey, how much would this probably cost to get 3D printed? And it's like, dude, that thing would probably take up like a whole roll of film. You'd probably be better off doing that with like wood and stuff and 3D printing out, like the emblem details and everything,
Mm-hmm.
That guy it would be a pain too because that guy had to print it out. It looked like he did in pieces and everything.
Yeah, you do it in pieces and you glue it together.
Yeah. Like
I
if
just
I was
wanted
doing that for somebody, it'd be easier just to get some material, like either do that HDPE material I was doing the stands out of for my monitors or wood.
Well, I saw a guy make one out of wood. It's just I know what's involved with that, and I'm fucking lazy. I got no problem gluing shit together. I have a hot glue gun, and then
well, you wouldn't have to do that if you 3D printed it. You could get the blue filament, obviously.
Nah, it ain't gonna look. Nah.
Oh, you're not gonna have it be. What color would you have it be?
I'd make it blue, but it ain't gonna look. It ain't gonna look that good. It'll look better if I sand it and paint it. Trust me.
Well, I mean, obviously, if you do a clear coat, but if the color match, it's
plus if you get it in sections, the seams are gonna be a lot more visible. So
yeah, that's true. You might even have to Bondo it.
All right,
a little bit.
But yeah, so this guy, he's got the wireless keyboard or wireless headphone stand there.
Hey, by the way, turn it back on.
Oh yeah, I forgot
Get
I'm not
rid of your mug.
You know I'm gorgeous. I forgot I wasn't screen sharing anymore. But yeah, he's got the Corsair thing going on.
See, this is a lot better. I like this one.
Got the Corsair RAM. Well, this is that guy with the 1070 that I was just talking about. This guy.
Yeah.
So it's alright.
That's really good. I like it.
And then
nothing to complain about on that one except for the anime, I guess.
Fucking weeb. Anyway.
The anime the backgrounds weren't even like that crazy anime because like the other anime that you would have would just be like too much in your face and too like crazy. It's just like, hey, it's a girl on there and that's it.
This?
Yeah, like some of that shit is like too busy.
I mean, they got the wood, wrist rest, so that does it for me. But my third station here.
Basic bitch.
They got a PlayStation. The title was Tiny Battlestation for a Small Apartment. They got, look at the little ITX case right there. They got a little salt lamp and then the little clock. I think those are headphones, but I can't tell what they are by the picture.
Well, you must be with somebody because it's like I got a small apartment and I made my setup pretty nice. Most of my living room is my setup, though. I mean,
right. Well, they might not live in America where a small apartment means a fucking small, tiny little tube.
So weeb country.
Could be. England is kind of packed too now, isn't it? Dan Case. Oh, it's a Dan Case A4.
Yeah, you forget, like, I see some of those vlogs of people going to, like, Japan and stuff, and it's like, and we have a pretty good here in America with space.
Right. They literally, like, rent a tube that they can lay down in.
Yeah.
And they go, I'm doing so well, mother. I can lay down in my room and turn the lights off. Yeah, the Dan cases are like, I mean...
What's it called, Dan?
Yeah, Dan A4.
Damn, Dan A4.
Nah.
Damn, Daniel.
Like here's they're basically split into two halves, and you put the GPU on one side with a riser cable, so it'll be completely separate from the motherboard, and then you put the power supply right next to the RAM and the cooler. See, so your GPU is totally on the one side.
It seems like case designs are always, it's like we're always going back and forth. It's like, are we going to have the GPU vertical? No, we're going to have it back to horizontal, you know?
Well, this is, just to swing it to make as much fit in a tiny little space as you could, because you get, millimeters of clearance. Like,
Yeah.
Bitwit did one, and he put it together so he could put it in a backpack and travel with it. But the hoses from the AIO were rubbing up against the fan that he had. Because, see, there's the AIO cooler, the radiator on the bottom, and the tubing was rubbing up against the fan, so it was causing problems.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. What was that one build that Jay was doing where it's basically the size of like a shoebox?
Yeah. I mean, that's actually
most of it is the GPU.
Yeah, the Optimum Tech, that this case is actually his daily rig. So when he built the one with the case that Jay had, that was actually bigger than his normal case.
Oh, wow.
I
know too. He added on because you could add on like a top thing to do it to be able to put a radiator in it.
Oh, and here's a guy talking about the dang case, and he says, "Here's a potato quality pictures of a build I did for my girlfriend." So I mean,
wifey sauce,
right?
Or in his case, girlfriend sauce.
I mean, that shit's barely. But yeah, I mean, it's So my three, I got this. I got this. And then I got this. So what do you think? You probably like this one.
I'm in the order you would think that I would pick it.
Okay. You're 2, 3, 1, huh?
No, I'm 2. Well, I'm 2, 1, 3.
So you like
basically
this?
the order of monitors,
So you like this one more than you like this one?
No, I changed my mind. You were right.
I know you.
What about you, though?
Well,
you go against the grain?
This one's got all his wifeys on there. His waifus.
Waifus?
Yeah, it's what they call it when you got your girlfriends printed out and pasted on your wall. But I will go in the order I presented.
Wait, what?
I said, I think I will go the order I presented. But, well, the only thing is this one, I don't know anything about the specs. Let's see what I can glean from the one picture. This also has a 1070. I have no idea what GPU or what CPU, other than that, since it's flipped vertical like this, this could be a... I knew this. There's a CPU cooler that can only run this way, and everyone's like, how do I get it to run the other way? They're like, you can't. I mean, they got Sennheisers and an amp, but I don't know what other specs about the computer. So, I don't know. Maybe this one. I guess I'll go with your order, dog.
Wait, you don't... At first, you were going to go with the first one first, and now you're going to go with the last?
Yeah, because this... Well, no. I'm going to go this one, then this one, and then this one.
Oh, okay.
I think. Does he have any more specs? Because all I know is how small the fucking case is. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so this guy's got 66 upvotes. 37 for yours. And 14 for number one. So
what does that other guy, because does he have like some good shit. The one that we picked for first, because you kind of keep me balanced a little bit, because I've been tending to lean more towards form over function for a lot of shit now lately, and it's form. That's what I said.
And I say, no, you got to look at them specs.
Yeah, is his specs decent too?
Well, the one we like with the Corsair stuff, got a Ryzen 5 with a 1070 Ti. See, the first one, all I know is it's got a 1070, but I don't think it's a Ti. This one is. Granted, he has those shitty wireless headsets instead of actual headphones, so I don't know. Oh, he does say his specs here. Hold on. Dan case, i5, Noctua L9, 16 gig RAM with a 1070.
What's the 1070 kind of bottleneck that i5?
8400. I don't know.
Because like isn't that what basically our FX builds were? I thought they were comparable to like a 2500K or whatever. Because I remember I paid attention to that shit a little bit before when I first got it.
I mean, the shit was already old when I built mine, so I don't fucking know.
You got in at a bad time, that's your problem.
Well, everyone's like, oh, just wait, some new shit's gonna come out. And I'm like, I don't got fucking time. I want to play Fallout now.
Yep.
So, and everyone's like, oh, just, I was standing there trying to pick a motherboard, and I saw this other guy telling his buddy, he's like, oh man, see, Intel, if you wait, maybe next year they're supposed to be coming out with something. I'm like, fuck that. What are you even doing in the store if he's telling you to wait?
Yeah. He should be fired, dude.
No, this was his buddy. This wasn't a guy working there. They were standing in the store looking at motherboards, and his buddy tells him to wait because next year maybe some shit will come out. No. Get it, put it in your cart, and get the fuck out of the store.
Wait, don't buy it.
Right?
When you want a game.
Right. Well, anyway, we're going to go ahead and say the internet was wrong this week.
On both accounts, right?
Right, on both of us. So that's enough of that. Let's get into the news, because God damn it, it's already midnight. Exciting. It's only your imagination.
We're just in your head. Mind blown.
In your head. Zombie. 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 Okay.
In your head while she's on your head, right?
By the way, I don't know if you can... Well, you can't see it from here. You saw the picture I sent you where I... Get a screen share.
You mean the pink one?
Yeah, I finally got my DIY shit to work.
Your DIY shit?
Yeah, well, like my RGB controller, apparently you got to go into DIY and then only select a color by upping the quality of like reds, blues. You can't start off with a color and then adjust it, apparently. Which is fucking stupid. Every other direction I ever saw was like, okay, go to red and then tell it more red or more purple. And I'm like, well.
Yeah, it looked pretty good. I was showing my parents the stuff. That looks pretty nice.
Right. That's just like, oh, that's the color I want. And I clicked on it and, kept it. And now I have it as a setting.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. Unfortunately, I could never have a setup like that because I could, especially if I had a 4K screen, I would never be able to see that little shit, man. Up towards the ceiling,
Yeah. Oh, well, when it's on the top of the screen, that's when my eyes start going, hey, I can't
and you have normal vision, and it's hard to see.
Yeah, I like, well, Vivaldi, there's actually a slider at the bottom to make shit bigger.
Well, with your glasses on, do you have like 20/20 then, or?
I have no fucking idea. I actually need to get a new set. I haven't been to the eye doctor in a year because we stopped going to the guy we used to see, and my wife was like, "Just go to wherever." I'm like, I don't fucking just swing by this place. I don't know where to go. I don't.
Yeah.
So.
Well, is your shit pretty fucked up without glasses, or?
I mean, I can see close, but I can't see far away. Like if I'm driving, I mainly got it so I could see like street. Like I drove around without glasses for a couple years, but I can't. Like someone tells me, "Okay, turn on Main Street." I'm like, "Which one's fucking Main Street?" There,
Yeah.
You can't read it. No, I can't fucking read that.
Yeah, I mean, I could probably do shit. I could probably drive if I just had to do that, but yes, reading the shit would be too hard.
Yeah, no, I can't do it. Like, I can't tell, and like, well, without my glasses now, yeah. So I don't need them to drive, but like, I was close. But anyway,
that's why one day I want to get one of those, electric bikes, and then I could get
just
around pretty zippy.
Get one of them scooters that's always on the street. We got a shit ton of them where I work.
No, I just want to be on the sidewalk.
On the sidewalk. Oh, come on. Redirected an article in 2 seconds.
Oh, yeah, I had that shit. Sorry.
Thanks. Okay. Charter's internet service will hit with record $172 million consumer fraud settlement. What? Prosecutors in New York have settled their consumer fraud lawsuit against Charter Communications for a record $174.2 million, calling the $62.5 million direct refund to customers the biggest by an internet provider in U.S. history.
Marion?
This is after they said they'd expand it, and they never did. Right? Like they said they'd expand their service in New York, and they never did. And then New York said, well, fine, then we're going to get rid of your merger. And they said, never mind.
Yeah. Denied customers a reliable and fast internet service it had promised. The Attorney General office said it is the first settlement to result from the major investigation of broadband internet service in New York. Because, yeah, you remember we were telling New York was like, you better get your shit together. We're super serial this time.
That's right. Well, they thought they were too big and that they could just do whatever they want. And they said, no, you're not. Hold my beer. Asus Gigabyte drivers contain code execution vulnerabilities. POCs galore.
Yeah, so I don't know if you've been watching any of Gamers Nexus videos, but yeah, I was like, it said RGB malware, and I was like, wait, what?
Wait, that's 2 words that are relevant to my interests. Can you sum this up?
Malware, but you don't like it.
Well, I mean, you're interested in it. You don't approve of it. You wish it went away, but you have to pay attention to it.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know too much. I mean, it's sort of technical as is a lot of his videos are, but it said 4 drivers from Asus and Gigabyte came with several vulnerabilities that can be leveraged by attackers to gain higher permissions for the system and to execute arbitrary code.
So if you have Aura Sync or Gigabyte Aorus or whatever it's called, you could possibly be fucked.
Yeah.
Hey, that's fucking great. All we want to do is have some pretty lights, goddammit.
I know.
We're not hurting nobody. Okay.
Look at this article. You see that shit towards the bottom? It's like every sentence is like its own paragraph.
Yeah. Go ahead and read this on your own time, folks. Anyway.
Yeah.
I digress. FCC to investigate CenturyLink nationwide outage. Problem started early Thursday and continued into Friday. The FCC is looking into the outage and its effect on 911 calls.
Welcome. Yep, it's CNET, so they always run their shit autoplay.
Oh god, that shit was loud. A nationwide outage at CenturyLink customers, including those trying to reach 911, has continued into a second day. Oh yeah, they can't let that shit slide.
Nope.
We'll see, and it's douchebag pie.
Yeah. Douchebag.
Well, okay. I have a little FCC story here about something here. Hold on.
Is this related or is this just
Hold on, dog.
FCC article?
Just hold on, dog.
Okay.
Hold on there, Scout. Because see, the whole thing about the 911, they're mad that the internet provider is stopping people from being able to reach their loved ones in a time of emergency, right?
Right.
Yeah. So the FCC is wanting to get rid of the Lifeline program, which is basically Lifeline was started by Reagan to let low income households have landline telephones so they'd have, for emergency access, right? Then under Bush, Lifeline was expanded to include cell phone and mobile internet service. Then during Obama, the program was modified to support standalone broadband service. Today, the program provides $9.25 monthly subsidy for qualifying households to purchase broadband phone service or wireless phone and data service. And this means people are going, they're fucking getting the discount on their internet for being poor? That's bullshit. Which is, shut the fuck up. Be a grown up, pay for your own fucking bills, and not worry about other people. They're not getting it for free off your taxes, so shut the fuck up. Sorry, I had a rant there. Anyway, so across the country, approximately 10 million low-income families rely on Lifeline to ensure that they can stay connected to their loved ones and access critical tools and resources that have increasingly moved online. Everything's online now. They don't answer the fucking phone. You just do it online. It's supposed to be better. Well, but now this Laternal Lifeline is at risk of being cut. November 17th, the FCC proposed sweeping reforms that would effectively gut the Lifeline program. These changes include removing support for prepaid wireless providers, which serve about 70% of all Lifeline subscribers and operate using a completely different business model than postpaid providers like Verizon and AT&T. Ending support for standalone broadband, limiting the length of time households could stay a part of the Lifeline program, and placing an arbitrary and overly restrictive cap on the funds available. So basically, they're fucking everybody, those that need it the most. Nana needs her goddamn phone, Ajit, okay? She needs her fucking jitterbug, and she needs her fucking internet to watch her stories, okay?
She needs a Lifeline and Life Alert too, probably. Not to be confused.
The way the internet is set up is bullshit. You should be able to be on the internet all you fucking want, download whatever the fuck you want, go to whatever fucking website you want, and not have to worry about caps and bullshit. Because it's just like your gas. They don't give a fuck what you use the gas for. They don't care what you use your electricity for. Oh, but they give a fuck about what website you go to.
You're not putting this gas in a Chevy, are you?
Right? You're not baking cookies with that gas, are you? That's house gas. That's different. Okay. So that was my little related story. So,
all right.
Oh, you're going back to your molten salt, huh? I remember you had a story about this previously.
I did.
Yes, you did.
Well, it just says using molten salt to store electricity isn't just for solar thermal plants. Startup follows on a number of innovative ideas to make renewable energy more flexible. An energy storage startup that found its footing at Alphabet's Moonshot division announced.
Moonshine.
That's what I said. Last week that it will receive $26 million in funding from a group of investors led by Breakthrough Energy Ventures, a fund that counts Jeff Bezos and Michael Bloomberg as investors and whose chairman is Bill Gates. The startup called Malta uses separate vats of molten salt and antifreeze, like liquid, to store electricity as thermal energy and dispatch it to the grid when it's not needed, or when it's needed. I'm sorry. And there's a bunch of science shit in this, so you can read that.
Science.
And then that paragraph basically stated it. Well, it's just interesting. I just chose this article basically because it's just an interesting, another way to store energy and batteries and shit, you know. It's another battery type of thing.
A salted battery?
Story. I guess. I mean, it's storing energy, right?
There are two peanuts walking down the street. One of them was assaulted.
I'll give it to you. Because if you know what would happen if I didn't give it to you, Frank?
What?
You know how you would be?
What?
Salty.
No, you don't get that one. No.
Oh boy.
No.
He's like, you take that one back.
That's right. God damn it. All right, hold on. Let me go to your other story here. Hold on. Where the hell is my mouse? Okay.
Well,
hackers defeat vein authentication by making a fake hand. What?
So I didn't even know that was a thing.
What the hell is vein authentication? I never even heard of that one.
Security researchers used 2,500 pictures of a hand to create an exact model out of wax. Well, yeah, it says biometric security has moved beyond just fingerprints and facial recognition to vein-based authentication. Unfortunately, hackers have already figured out a way to crack that too, according to Motherboard security researchers at the Chaos Communication Congress Hacking Conference in Leipzig, Germany, showed a model wax hand that they used to defeat a vein authentication system using a wax model hand. Right, so it's like that shit's like not even really out, and it's been hacked already.
So basically, they're like, yeah.
You know what they should have authenticated instead? You know which veins?
No.
Penis.
Should have got a Mac.
Yeah. Should all have authenticated with the penis. Then it'd be harder to photograph unless if you took your pants down.
You said harder.
I did.
You said harder with your pants down.
Penis, cock, balls, hard. Wang.
Boing.
Anyways.
You digress?
I digress.
Okay, hold on. Where the hell? Copy. Come on. There we go. I don't know why it wasn't working when I right-clicked. Living tissue printed in space for first time.
Cosmonauts aboard the ISS bioprinted human cartilage and our rodent thyroid.
Why?
I don't know. We sure are messing with some shit, though, aren't we?
Well, why though?
Russian cosmonauts have printed living tissue in space for the first time after their first effort was thwarted by a Soyuz capsule accident using a bioprinter created by medical company In Vitro. Cosmonaut researcher Oleg, oh boy, Kononenko printed human cartilage tissue and a rodent thyroid gland, according to Parabolic Art. The aim was to see how space microgravity affects the development of living tissues and organs, with an eye to expanded human space travel in the future.
Right. Okay, this is a weird story, but this one freaks me the fuck out. How police are using corpses to unlock phones.
Yeah, I was kind of shocked when I saw that. If you've ever imagined a scenario where police demand you unlock your phone and thought, over my dead body, we have bad news for you. Here is one absurd dystopian future. Having a phone means that upon your demise, you could find yourself participating, uh, limp and lifeless, in illegal search and seizure of your own digital property. Police in Largo, Florida, recently tried to use a dead man's finger to open his phone. This was to the complete astonishment of his family and probably also the staff of the Sylvian Abbey funeral home. Detectives just rolled right in with Minus F. Phillips' phone and asked staff where his corpse was. They then attempted to unlock his phone by pressing his hands and fingers on the fingerprint sensor. The dead man's fiance, Victoria Armstrong, told press, "I just felt so disrespected and violated."
Hmm. His family does not trust the investigation into his death.
Well, I mean, didn't they basically it's they can't ask you for your password, but they could make you use your unlock your phone with your fingerprint, right?
Yeah, because that's not technically giving up intellectual property. You're using your, they're using your, it's like a DNA sample. You have to give it up, or they hold you down and do it anyway. See, my phone, I found out recently, every time you restart, it will ask for a fingerprint scan, but it will also want you to enter the password. So basically, if I'm ever in trouble, I just tell my phone to restart, and I go, "Oh, I'm sorry. I can put my finger on it, but I'm not going to give you my password."
Yeah.
So,
well, I mean, so I guess it's legal what they did, but I mean, it's just like that's really fucked up, though, man.
yeah, because I mean, they could make a living person do it, but to do it after the person's dead seems a little bit of a violation there.
Yeah.
Oof, creepy.
I mean, how would you feel if that was like?
I'll be dead. I won't
one of
feel
your
a damn
parents
thing.
or something.
Well, I mean, I understand because the thing is, all these like they said, they were an unarmed black person, which has become the hot topic of everyone's. There's a rush to judgment of they were unarmed, clearly that means they were innocent, or oh, they were black, it was racial profiling. It's always a gray area. So, I mean, yeah. I don't know, man. It's like I said, it's a violation. You feel like they took the body and did something when, like, they took it out to a dance or something. It's like, what? No, have some respect for the fucking dead. But let's get on to some not negative negative Nancy Downerton news here.
Well, I still have more articles, so
that's what I'm saying. Though you got some not so sad articles. God damn it! Like this one here. Well, you got Fallout 76 game files reveal lunchbox loot boxes.
Yeah.
That's the headline. But the thing is, no one fucking knows. Did you read this whole story?
No, I totally figured that you'd know all about this shit.
Yes, this is another gate like Baggate and all the other problems, quote unquote, with Bethesda shit lately. So when a game comes out, all we have before it comes out is the leaks and little insidery info. But when a game actually comes out for computer, we have what's called an info dump, which is they literally take every file that is in the game and they pour through it and they say, okay, this is what I was able to find out. Because textures and files will have names and all that crap. And they'll be able to say, well, this is not implemented now, but they might be doing this. And in the Atom store, which is their online store where you can purchase, like I said, there's not going to be that when they were very adamant. They said there's not going to be any paid to play. There's not going to be any microtransactions except for cosmetic crap that you could get for free by just playing the game. Well, in the code in the Atom store, like I said, they found what is called lunchboxes, which is an item in Fallout. You go around and you find a lunchbox with something that's a prize or a little thing, and you get either a little tiny boost, or experience or whatever, and it's a little fun thing to have. Well, also in Fallout Shelter, which is the mobile and the little mini game where you control a vault with a bunch of different little characters running around in the vault. And like I said, it was a mobile game at first, so don't expect it to be too intense. The currency in that was also lunch boxes. So, because there were still caps, but I don't remember exactly how it played out. But anyway, the thing is, people are afraid that if you can buy lunch boxes, what is their true value? Are they going to have in-game perks? Like, are you going to be able to buy credits to be able to play better? Because that's pay to play, and it's a loot box.
Did they basically lie?
Did they lie? Well, that's the thing. I'm going through. I haven't watched any of this video because I've seen shit tons of videos. And do they have anything other than to?
Basically, does that thing autoplay every time you scroll? Because that's what it was doing on mine.
Yes. See,
that's new.
Stupid. Anyway, so yeah, a user shared a list of changes in one of the patches in the game code. He highlighted the inclusion of lunchboxes. What are lunchboxes? According to the files, they add buffs like fortifying XP as well as giving bonuses to carry capacity, damage, and rad resistance. So basically, you might be able. Yeah, basically you'll be able to buy bonuses to your XP and what's been in previous games where if you didn't have you could buy a thing to make the game fucking playable. I don't know if that's what they're actually going to do. I mean, the thing is, if there's enough fuss about this, they might just say that's not what we were going to do, and then totally change it by the next update, because this shit isn't implemented. This is all just lines of code in like if these lunchboxes sold rounds, this could contradict the message. So,
well, hey, they could always just put it in there like as an option where it's like we have no idea if we want to do this yet or not, but we might or something.
Well, they could say
feel like having to do it later.
It could be, oh, you don't buy the actual lunchboxes, you just buy a skin for the lunchbox. Because see, that's another thing. Lunchboxes are collectible, not just in the game. I actually bought, I actually own several Fallout lunchboxes, and trying to find my damn. Here it is. Oh, come on! I can't blow it up. I can only. Okay, hold on.
Like actual lunchbox that you pack your lunch in?
Yes.
And what, do you switch it up every now and then or something? Is that why
I don't take them anywhere? I just have them.
No, that's what I was asking. If you actually take it to work.
No.
Oh.
No, I just collect them. See, I got 3 here in this picture because I was posting there's my bobblehead. There's a 10. You know what how big a metal lunchbox is?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's my bobblehead that is on top of my tower back here. Show you how fucking big the damn thing is. But yeah, I've got these are ones that are not only ones that I bought, but these are available in the game. And the one with the Nuka-Cola girl is a more rare version. The one in the background is the same as the one in the foreground, except it's the one in the front is dingy because it's been through the fucking apocalypse, whereas the other one is brand new. Now they could just say, well, these are actually skins, so whenever you go into the game, you'll see a brand new variant. Or if you might be able to craft a lunchbox at a crafting station, which technically isn't the way that a lot of the things work in the Atom Store. Is you don't get the actual item, you get the plan, the ability to craft said item, and then when you go out and craft it, like when I bought the Tricentennial edition, I got a bobblehead head that I could, like a mascot head that I can craft, and it also has an American flag like top hat, like the Uncle Sam bullshit. So if I go to make a piece of armor, I can make a fucking head that's shaped like the fucking giant Vault Boy head if I want it. I don't need it. It's stupid, but that's a thing you can buy in the Atom Store. You know,
so
you can buy.
It's like Minecraft where you get all the materials.
Well, no, you don't. It's not even a material. It's just you have the ability to make it with your own materials, because you can get wood. All it is wood and cloth and paint. But it's like a paint job, because there's a certain piece of armor that you can paint with, like you can paint American flag, you can paint a certain faction. Like there are different factions in Fallout. You can make your power armor look like a different faction, and that's all customizable. And shit people like you and me that worry about cosmetics, that worry about what stuff looks like. I spend a bunch of money to make stuff look cool. Well,
it's basically a blueprint.
Yeah, you're allowed to do that versus, just you can find it in the wild, but if you actually want to pay for it, then you don't got to look for it. So
is there a limit to how much shit you can have, like materials and everything?
Yes.
Like how much weight can you carry? Does it measure by that?
It depends on your strength.
That even a strength has to play into that.
Well, I mean, your strength is a level of your physical ability. That's a statute in the game. It's your perks are literally special. S is for strength.
That shit is in depth, man.
Yeah. Oh, dude, there's entire websites where people will build characters like, so okay, I've got to allot this many points into strength, this many into intelligence, this many into agility, and then you play it, and then you get the perks to do it, and you get this many points or whatever. People figure the shit out. There's all kinds of, like, there's entire videos on YouTube where that's all they do. Like, if you want to do an OP, overpowered melee character, if you want to do an overpowered sniper character, and, people have, Fallout 4 is, a couple of years old at this point, but people have figured out ways to, max it out, and you're basically godlike before too long. Or, even this game that's only a couple months old at this point.
Yeah.
So,
did you do anything with your character yet?
I mean, I made it, and I'm running around trying to level up, because I could try to. They say to follow the main storyline, and I try to do that, but then I get bored and wander around.
Yeah.
And then I get killed by enemies that are stronger than me. But yeah, I don't think there's anything really bad here, because people were worried with the perk cards, because like your perks are actually cards, and you get them in like a little foil wrapper, and you unwrap them, and people are like, oh, they're gonna, you're gonna be able to buy those. No, you can't. You get them from leveling up. It's the only way you can get them. And now people are so quick to say, to cry fucking wolf before we even know any facts. So I think it's just going to be, a cosmetic thing. I don't think it's actual loot boxy like it says.
Well, some people just don't have enough faith in.
No, look
at me, because it's like they've been a pretty good company so far. There's
little things that piss a lot of people off, and I understand that, but I mean, the latest one, I don't even have an article on it, but they did like for $200 you could order a custom Fallout themed bottle of rum, and that comes in a rocket shaped bottle, just like the Nuka Cola does. And one of my friends showed me an article. He's like, tell me this is real, please. Because the guy was like, I paid $200 for your fucking bottle. Well, he said 200, and this article says 80. But okay, hold on, let me pull up this article for you. This is funny. $80 specialist rum bottles are made of plastic.
What?
Yeah. Pay $80 for a fucking plastic bottle.
Dude, custom shit is just expensive, man.
Bethesda, I paid $80 for your special edition rum back in September. The least you could do is make the bottle glass.
So this is more like the what is it, the bag gate or whatever you called it.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. So yeah, I'm fully aware of all this little shit. It's just people finding something to bitch about.
Canvas gate.
Right. I was like, it's been a bad week to be Bethesda, and fucking Floyd's like, oh, it's been a bad year. I'm like, not really. They're making money hand over fist.
Well, it's a bad PR
time
for them.
Well, there's no such thing as bad press, is what they say. Evidence continues to mount about how bad De Nouveau is for PC gaming performance. Hasn't that shit already been cracked?
Yeah, but and I thought it was going away. I thought it was like
I thought so too.
Went away and replaced by something else for a long time.
It's already been cracked. Next.
Fucking next.
I was reading that a certain like RGB software, if you play games with anti-cheat software, then they will see the RGB software as a cheat and will not play until you turn it off.
Right.
And I'm like, God damn it, we just want some twinkly lights, man.
Yeah.
I mean, and DRM, we've done this time and time again. All it does is fuck over people who legitimately buy it.
Yeah.
Like, I bought, what was their name? Zweihander, which is, Logan's album that he put out. I bought, not Zweihander, but the one before, whatever, one of the albums on Google, because I had placed, credits. Well, I got it, and then I tried to, download it so I could put it on another device. Oh, you can only download this twice. Why? It's mine. I should be able to do whatever the fuck I want with it.
Yeah.
So, it's...
I don't trust anybody, man.
You can now download the long-last and unfinished SimCity NES port.
Well, no, I was going to read this.
Oh.
Just
my
a little
bad.
bit.
Okay.
This weekend, it's third video on the topic. YouTube channel Overlord Gaming confirmed an additional 6 examples of improvements over De Nouveau, or once De Nouveau was patched out of recent games. The differences in performance range from marginal to noticeable, yet in all cases, Overlord confirms a general trend of De Nouveau impact in 2 key categories: loading times and sporadic yet severe spikes in frame time, quote unquote. The latter issue emerges when the system struggles to render the next frame of animation in a video game, resulting in a pause far greater than the 16.67 millisecond standard found in 60 frames per second action. It once again found frame spikes in the 100 to 200 and even 400 millisecond ranges in every tested game that had De Nouveau enabled. These rare but severe dips subs substick. How do you say that word? Retarded.
Where? Hold on. I wasn't reading along. I was just listening. Hold on.
Oh, it's the third paragraph. subsequently.
Subsequently.
Yeah, sorry, retarded. Went away in each game's post the nouveau version. All 6 tested games included loading times that were anywhere between 50 to 80% longer with the nouveau enabled. Overlord's tests made sure to reload and retest both pre and post the nouveau versions a few times to see how leaving any information or assets in the system's RAM might affect subsequent reboots, and to confirm the post the nouveau versions weren't unfairly benefiting from game elements remaining in the testing system.
So basically, your boot time's gonna suck.
Yeah.
That sucks. Next.
Yeah, in this last one, yeah, I figured I would just throw. I figured you would appreciate this more than I would, but
I mean, it's unfinished, but that's cool.
It's playable enough. Hobbyists are already posting more bug fixes at GitHub.
Sweet.
Were you a big fan of the SimCity games?
I mean, when I was a kid, it blew my mind. Now it's kind of cool because it's nostalgic. But like,
I like Sim Earth.
I mean, it's kind of cool because you can see what what it was programmed to be able to do, and you want to try to find that limit to max it out and make it fuck up. I remember when first, like, someone explained to me that they had the Sims, because I was just used to playing SimCity, and they were in class. They said, "Yeah, I was, running around, and I had this dude I was kissing, and his girlfriend was mad at me, and we're all like, what?" And I found out she was playing The Sims. And I was like, oh. But yeah, it's cool. I just,
I forget what's SimCity, was that like the same makers that made, was like that related at all to those Sims games? Or is that something totally different?
I believe
where the company goes.
I believe they were the same company. Let me look here. Maxis. I think it's the same company. Hold on. Sim City Sims. I think they're both Electronic Arts. Oh, this article is about. Whoop! God damn it. Okay, not the Maxis. Oh, Sim City. It's about the in-game location in The Sims. I don't fucking know. Watch LGR. He's got an entire video series on it.
Right.
But was that your last story, sir?
Yeah, those are all the gaming ones, yeah.
All right, I got a couple.
Well, you know what you got first is
These nuts.
your theme. Can't find it. It's a long article. You got it.
Okay. So, excuse me. So, if you played Fallout 76 at all this year, Bethesda is going to give you Fallout 1, 2, and Tactics for free.
That's cool. What was the Tactics game?
It was basically more like you're in charge of like an army, kind of like military tactics, not like yeah. I never played it because it didn't seem to appeal to me. the first two games are more interesting to me. I imagined it was more like Civilization or one of those stupid games. You know, I don't care for that shit too much.
Yeah, I mean, either.
But previously, though, the thing is,
Previously,
yeah, if you had bought the game, if you had pre-ordered this from Bethesda, not from Amazon or whatever, you could get the older games for free, and then
for free.
And now they're like, well, if you played the game at all this year, you'll be able to get it.
I watched a friend play. Can I have it?
Nah. You talking about me?
Yeah.
They announced it on Facebook or on Twitter. I mean, someone posted an article somewhere. They're like, to make up for the sucky game, and I'm like, shut up. You're like, the goddamn social network is just full of fucking people. If you go, I follow Fallout and Bethesda and all that shit on Twitter because they do patch updates. Like they'll tell you, hey, there's a new download. It has this, that, and that. And you're like, cool. And invariably, when you scroll through the fucking comments, there'll be some dickhead. Yeah, I'm waiting for the game to be good. Yeah, we're waiting for you to have an original comment, dude. We get it. You don't like it. Get the fuck off here. All you're doing is throwing some shade. And like, it really gets fucking annoying because like they're just people waiting to be fucking negative. And like literally when they announced this, somebody said, well, I'm a fucking console player. Who gives a shit? Now I got these shitty PC games. And everyone's like, you could fucking play these on any PC. It doesn't have to be a gaming PC. It'll play on a potato. It came out in 97.
Yeah.
We don't have a fucking PC. Well, you can play it on a Windows phone. Who has a fucking Windows phone? Well, then fuck off. Who gives a shit? It's a free game. Who cares? I bought the entire Fallout collection when I bought Fallout 4. And if I get a chance to have it in the Bethesda store for free, cool. I'll take it.
So it's like basically people are complaining about free shit.
Yes. Yeah,
that's where we've gotten to.
Yeah, they're that doesn't do anything for me. Well, then it's not for you then, is it? People fucking suck. Anyway, I'm trying to get these articles because my dog's going to have to go out and I can't be on the show if I take my dog out, dude. So that's why I don't want to drag the show on till 4 a.m. Anyway.
That's almost one.
Yeah. But yeah, you know how some players got banned from Fallout 76?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bethesda came up with a unique way to give them a chance to come back. They have to write an essay on why cheating is wrong.
Hey, essay, you got to write an essay.
They had to write a 500-word essay on why use of third-party cheat software is detrimental to an online game community. So
cheating is bad, okay?
That's it. When I read that, that's the first thing that popped into my head and made me fucking laugh. But like, I mean, that's cool. Because you write a fucking 500-word essay, that just proves that you admit you're in the wrong.
Well, plus you're forgetting that a lot of people are gonna be like, I need to write an essay. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to stay banned then.
Right.
I don't know how to write that shit.
Right. By the way, Blackout keeps crashing on the Xbox One X. A recent Black Ops 4 update has made Blackout unplayable for many players on Xbox One or Xbox One X, and currently there's no fix or update. So it's not just my game that's fucking up. By the way, since Doug's not here, I'll share this anyway. PlayStation Classic gets huge price cut, which says a lot. 1 month after the NES Classic launched, it was impossible to find. 1 month after the SNES Classic launched, it was the hottest console on the market. And 1 month after the PlayStation Classic launched, it's marked down from $100 to $60 at every store on the internet. The 40% price drop, which widespread across stores like Amazon and Target yesterday signals that Sony made more PlayStation classics than it sold. So, yeah. Whoops.
They already have something new coming out next.
Well, no, he said the classic was stupid. I had an article where they put a pie in it, but I'm not. You fellas had the internet. You can look it up. So Chrome came out with the new version. Okay.
6 to 9.
Yeah. Google won't let Chrome users roll back to the old UI, and now they're furious. Sorry, I gotta. Back in September, Google began rolling out one of the most substantial Chrome redesigns to date with a brand new design and dozens of new features. Unsurprisingly, not everyone was on board with Chrome's new look, which is why our guide to change back to the old design got as much traffic as it did. But with the release of Chrome 71 earlier this month, the ability to switch back was removed altogether, and now the backlash has begun. I personally don't mind the redesign all that much, but it's clear that many users do. There's a whole list of complaints. Please don't do this, said the Google engineer Pete Casting on Reddit. As a Chrome dev, we would really rather use another browser than try to lock yourself on an old version of Chrome. There are serious consequences to this, and much like choosing not to be vaccinated, the choice affects other people besides you. So basically, I mean, Chrome just Google the Chrome developers do not listen. People want dark themes, and what is it that they give us now? They give us this round, bubbly bullshit. They want to make it all look like Android/Apple, and they want to make it fucking white. No,
so you're pissed about it?
Well, let me tell you this: I haven't used Chrome in several versions.
And you can do that shit with the Vivaldi.
I mean, okay, I open a new tab. Oh, look, is it blinding white?
No.
No, it's not. Now, let me turn screen shut off here real quick. Now, let me I don't even have it in my taskbar. Huh? Let me open why am I doing this? I'll just open this way. Chrome. Open it up. Wait for it. No, I don't want to restore pages. Let me open a new tab. Oh, that's right. I have a black theme. Because I had to fuck with it.
Yeah.
Even then, the shit's still retarded. I had to go in and even then, the shit doesn't work. Like, you go to it, like, hold on. I gotta screen share this to show you what the fuck I'm talking about here. Hold on. Screen share application. Oh, I could just do the entire screen, whatever. So yeah, it's a dark theme. You know what's not dark? These bullshit bubbles around my fucking...
That looks ugly.
Yeah. I'm like...
I know like somebody was like programming that and it was just lazy.
Well, I'm pretty sure they made it this way so that it would still work, because Google probably made it to where it would break every theme that everyone else had.
Yeah.
But, I mean, sit down, buddy. Sit down. Yeah, there you go. Sit down.
Well,
he was standing up. He's going to be bothering me to take him out here in a minute. He's been a good boy, but...
Yeah.
Because I've been on the show for a minute. Usually my wife takes him out partway through, but he's in here with me, so... Thing is, he won't let me use my mousing hand, and I'll have to take him out. So let's see how long this can last here. Oh, stop it. Stop it. He's nudging me. Let me close Chrome. Let me screen share. Okay. So yeah, people are mad, and the thing is, when people start using old, outdated versions of shit, then that means shit just won't be supported. So they're pushing people to do stuff like I'm doing with Evolve here. Now I'm down to my what the fuck story. So let's see if I can blaze through these real quicker. All right, buddy.
The hardware shit?
Nah, nothing dropped that I gave a shit about.
Right.
So scroll down with the arrow keys here. By the way, here's why Amazon's Alexa says random creepy things like kill your foster parents.
Wait, what?
Title says it. At this point, it seems clear that Amazon executives don't get bent out of shape when they hear about the Alexa digital assistant blurting out weird, creepy things like kill your foster parents, as it did for one user who left an unsurprisingly critical review about Alexa explaining what happened. He called that foster parents' comment a whole new level of creepy.
I'll kill you.
But still. So what's going on? And then they list why the hell it could be. But this isn't the first article I've seen with that. So
yeah, I've seen crazy shit with Alexa glitching out on shit, man.
This year's Alexa Prize winner, the site can. Oh, this is from a website, by the way. Was a 12-person team from the University of California, Davis, that used a few 100,000 movie quotes to train a computer to recognize sentences. The bot also was trained to figure out which sentences needed responses. For instance, the UC Davis bot recognizes the difference between a user expressing admiration, that's cool, and a user expressing gratitude, thank you. So that's one thing.
Kind of creepy.
Well, you know, I had an article I heard on NPR today about where the guy's like, you know, everything is fake. To like, they even have where they can fake video surprisingly well. Now he's like, to even log into my work computer, I got to tell it I'm not a bot, and here's, you know, I got to prove it. By the way, a mom busts son using Alexa to solve his math homework. This is filed under where was Alexa when I had to do math homework?
And is that kind of like how why you kind of post this? Because it's like, well, no, wouldn't you not want them to like use a calculator or something?
Well, when I was a kid, the thing was, goddamn. When I was a kid, the thing was they had to make sure the kids weren't wearing the little watch with the calculators on them.
Yeah.
And now it's just sneaky. But yeah, here's a little kid. They got a video of it. Laughing my ass off, should I whoop him now or later? While adorable, it raises the question.
You should not whip him, maybe.
Google introduced the Pretty Please feature, which rewards children for being polite when requesting things from Google Assistant. Although unseen in the video, told the post her son thanked Alexa for helping him with his homework. So, and they're like, by the way, there are actual Alexa skills geared towards helping in the classroom. I'm like, yeah, sure. That's what this article is about.
Demonetized.
Right.
Now, what's your thing on the whooping?
I don't got no kids. I ain't whooping nobody.
And if you had kids?
Then I'd say, whose kids are these? It's like that picture that's like, only reason I ain't mad is because these ain't my kids and that ain't my house.
You don't have any opinions on that?
I shouldn't have any. My parents whipped me, but I don't know what was right and what was wrong.
So you can't say if that was good that they did that or not?
Well, I'm not a doctor, so I'm not qualified to give a diagnosis on medical treatment, nor am I a parent, so I'm not qualified to give diagnosis on parenting treatments. Right?
Yep, because everybody's gonna take Frank's diagnosis and be like,
that motherfucker
this is what I should do.
Well, okay, Patton Oswalt said it best. He's like, before he had children, he used to, you know, judge parents, and now he understands. He was so hard on them. No, man, there are just days where you're just trying to get by. He's like, I showed up wearing sweatpants and matching sweatshirt.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure you could be like, well, I don't think they should beat their kids and stuff like that. You know?
I mean, there are people who don't believe in hitting their children at all. My dad never hit me, but that's just because he had the fear of God in me. My mother was like, I'll tell your father, oh, he's been waiting to kill me. Don't do that. So yeah. I don't have any comment because I don't have kids. I can't tell someone to whoop the kids. I can't tell someone not to whoop the kids. I ain't gonna whoop their kids. I'm just gonna say, get your fucking kid out of my house.
My sister, who was adopted, I remember my parents had to call the police on her because she was getting too violent.
How old is she?
Well, she's 22 now. That was a little bit ago, and I don't know, like a few years ago, she's been, like she's been through a lot of abuse and stuff as a kid, so like she's still has a lot of anger and stuff like that.
Yeah, it depends on the fucking kid. Like a guy I worked with, his 3-year-old son would slap and hit his daughter and his wife, and he thought it was funny. And then when he got a little older, he was still like not even 5. But people would say, "Oh, you didn't whoop him enough." He's like, "I hit him like a grown ass man and knocked him on the ground. He got up and laughed in my face. What the fuck do you do?"
Yeah.
What do you do with that? Other than go, "Oh fuck, what I do?" And I go, "Yeah, not my problem, thank God."
Yeah.
Whew,
I mean, there's obvious black and whites with that, but yeah, I mean, I'm just saying you don't want to tell any parent how they should raise their kids.
Hey, I can't be judgy because I'm only lucky that I didn't have kids, so I can't say, "Oh, they should have did this," and then I end up with a kid. No.
Yeah.
I made it in my 30s and didn't have one. Like I said, high school, people had 2 by graduation.
I know, man. Well, it's, as far as I could tell, though, the general trend seems to be where it's like that, even like spanking and stuff, a lot of people are shying away towards that.
Well, anyway, I think my dog says he's about ready to go. So if we could just go ahead and say goodnight to everybody, I hate to cut this episode short.
Well, was that your last article?
Yeah, I actually didn't have a whole lot this week. Not a lot of shit happened.
Yeah, I kind of felt that way too. It was like the pickings were kind of slim with the news.
Well, I haven't had time. Like usually if I have downtime at work, like I'm on lunch or something, I'll pull up a story. Last week I worked overtime about every day. And then fucking like this week I just nothing happened.
Right.
So,
by the way, for the audience, was your Christmas okay?
Yeah. How about you?
Yeah, it was pretty good. I was feeling kind of sick and like I had nausea at the end of the Christmas night, but like that was after everybody was starting to wind down and stuff. Anyways,
Yeah, a couple days before I had like sinus pressure and shit bother me, but my wife had it worse. Her sinus pressure was so bad it was coming out her ear. She had like an ear infection.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
I remember you weren't kind of under the weather a little bit last week.
Yeah, I mean, I still get like the sniffles and shit. 'Cause like I said, I unload trucks. I open a door and stand in the fucking cold for at least sometimes even an hour because I have to unload an entire truck with over 100 boxes. So, I stood there before with either a hoodie on or nothing, and people go, "How do you do that?" I go, "Do it for 15 fucking years." So
yeah,
I'm used to it at this point. Unless the snow is on me and it's blowing, and then the FedEx drivers still wear shorts, by the way. I've seen them wear shorts up until February.
UPS guys.
No, FedEx guys. UPS guys go, yeah, those guys are fucking crazy. Everyone I know has the same thought I do. I think they have a pool to see who can wear them the longest. Because I've asked them, like, why do you still wear shorts, dude? It's fucking February. Well, my boss said I could wear them, and I'm like, why? And then one dude told me, well, see, they in the hub, it's hot because the doors are shut and they're inside and they're moving around, so they wear shorts. But if they're out in their truck, that's fucking different. They should change.
Yeah. No, I just think of that King of Queens show.
Oh, I never watched that.
Yeah. But anyways, what are you doing for New Year's? Are you gonna be doing anything with family or anything?
Nah, probably just sitting up, video gaming and or watching the Twilight Zone marathon.
Oh, they're having one on.
Sci-Fi always does a Twilight Zone marathon. Let me see. I'm not sure if it's the New Year's marathon.
Sweet.
So if you get the Sci-Fi channel, not sure if it's New Year's Day or the New Year's Eve though. Original Twilight Zone of New Year's Eve and Day. So
that's cool.
December 30th through early January 2nd. I mean, I have every episode, and I've seen them all, but it's like, oh, cool, they're gonna play this one. I can't remember important stuff like dates and times, but like episodes of shit I can remember very well.
Oh, that's cool.
My wife and I were watching Law and Order, and I'm like, oh, this is the one with John Stamos. Okay, I know what happens. My wife's like, well, just fucking change it then. I'm like, this is the one with John Stamos. He's only been in one episode. You know what happens. 2 minutes in, it goes, special guest star, John Stamos. They might as well say that episode.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Well, I don't know if you're planning on, I don't know if you're planning on doing like a stream or something. I remember me and Ben used to do for the show, we would do something for New Year's, but
nah.
I
mean, I might start streaming when I actually get my next computer because it'll have Wi-Fi, and I shouldn't be hindered by my. I think my electrical system is what's causing my internet to be so slow.
Really?
I think because it's my power line adapter straight into my router. Let me go to fast.com real quick.
You could always do a USB thing or a card.
Well, why do that when I'm already getting a brand new computer?
It's cheap. I don't know.
Well, or just not.
Plus, you can wait to stream. You're like,
well, this tower is on the other side of the room too. Because outside in the hallway where that door is that you were looking at, that leads downstairs. The router is downstairs, so the signal comes up the stairs, and I want to put the tower where it's at right now is like by the wall, so it's really close to where the signal is going to be. Yeah, 19 megabits a second. When I'm downstairs, my Wi-Fi is 100. When I did a test, I stood right next to where I have the tower now, and I had 100 megabits. So hopefully it'll be faster. We'll see. I don't fucking know.
Is that your up going higher?
Right now I'm at 23.
Oh.
So I don't
dang,
know.
5 times faster on wireless.
Yeah. But I'm not doing a phone. Don't ask me to do the show from my fucking phone. I won't do it. Because then I'll be Doug. Yeah, no. Well, anyway, I'm going to get off here, so let's go ahead and wrap this thing up. Good boy, buddy. Boobs.